for the track, bitch.
If you ain't talking money, then I don't want to talk.
Still gon' stunt. Diamonds look like they glowing. 50 stacks all singles, I make it look like it's snowing. Treat them like jack boys, catch them slipping and slam them. Treat them like jack boys, catch them slipping and slam them. Then I'm still gon' stunt. Diamonds look like they glowing. 50 stacks all singles, I make it look like it's snowing. Treat them like jack boys, catch them slipping and slam them. Treat them like jack boys, catch them slipping and slam them. Diamonds look like they glowing. 50 stacks all singles, I make it look like it's snowing. Treat them like jack boys, catch them slipping and slam them. Treat them like jack boys, catch them slipping and slam them. Then I'm still gon' stunt. Diamonds look like they glowing. 50 stacks all singles, I make it look like it's snowing. Treat them like jack boys, catch them slipping and slam them. Treat them like jack boys, catch them slipping and slam them. Diamonds look like they glowing. 50 stacks all singles, I make it look like it's snowing. Treat them like jack boys, catch them slipping and slam them. Treat them like jack boys, catch them slipping and slam them.
Get ready for the most glamorous event of the year, the U2B Streets Awards 2025. February 9, 2025 at Laven Midtown, located at 641 West 42nd Street, New York City. Join us at 12 p.m. for the pre-show red carpet extravaganza and a chance to win $500 in our fashion contest. From 2 p.m. to 4 p.m., enjoy the gold tier experience with speakeasy confessionals, press interviews, and premium cocktails. At 4 p.m., the platinum tier includes performances, a comedic host, an awards ceremony, dinner, and gift bags. From 8 p.m., the diamond tier features a VIP after party with a DJ, aerial dance, fire performances, and gift bags. 24 YouTube categories and many nominees. Can't attend in person? Stream the entire event live on Hush and Move Media via Uscreen for just $9.99. Get your early bird tickets before September 15, 2024. Visit now. Be a sponsor. Be extraordinary. Be there. Be great.
What up, people? This is We-On-Loc Nation here. Once again, saying hello to all my YouTubians. This is the last couple of days for y'all to go and purchase the event if you haven't done it already. If you are interested, if you need further information, just go to my colleague and my good friend Trish. She will she will tell you further details throughout the yonder of the award show. With that being said, before I begin, I just want to wish BTaylor a speedy recovery. I've known I haven't known for quite a while because I haven't heard from her quite a while, but she came out with a IG post saying that she was going to be skedaddling for a month due to some complications. And um, I wouldn't want anything to happen to this child. So this is the reason why I put up this post, and I am going to say, BTaylor, I wish you nothing but the best. Um, wish you nothing but a speedy recovery, and hopefully you'll come back soon. You'll come back to us real soon. Well, that being out the way, we're gonna just kick right into it because, quite frankly, I'm sick and tired of listening to the dude. You just, at some point in time, you get sick of people, and just by hearing the sound of their voice and the impression that they give you day by day by day by day. And he is not going to stop until Umar is in handcuffs. And he is not going to stop until he has humiliated Dr. Umar. And if, again, I'll say this, and I'll keep saying it, if you have to go to this much length, to this many lengths, if you had to cause this much trouble over a man that you have never known in your entire life, you have never met, you have never spoken to, other than his father, which is quite of a trick bag if you ask me, because you got money off of that. And you're getting money off of him. And you're calling him an opportunist, you're calling him a grifter, you're calling him a compulsive liar, a scammer. Look yourself in the mirror, sir. How much money have you collected? I didn't know you got evicted. That was my father. You were living in the home, boy. But never mind that. How about the money that you have collected from all those people that go in to and fro? Or maybe it was just my imagination that you had collected funds, since you want to get on Umar about collecting funds, and you basically had dodged, or not dodged, but you had spoken in a furious, disrespectful way to Spot him, shot him when he confronted you about the pretty much the same thing that Umar's doing. Begging, right? You call that begging. He calls it begging. Both of y'all need, you say both of y'all need jobs. Well, I agree. Leonardo does need a job. He can't even keep a job to save his life. Although in current times, I mean, I really don't know. He's currently in computer school or whatever he's doing right now. It's kind of offensive. It's kind of ironic that you would call Umar a scammer and all this and all this and all this, and you are trying so hard, so empathetically and pathetically, trying to be somebody that you're not, or try to be that one person that you tried to be 12 years ago but couldn't work because you failed at it. And then I found out some other interesting things, since you want to go down memory lane, since we want to pull up old videos, I decided to pull up some old videos of my own. I decided to pull up some old videos of my own, which, quite frankly, I didn't really want to do because I really wanted to do something else, but since this obsessiveness has not stopped, I guess I don't have to stop. And I'm going to possibly keep going this until I get tired of it. And there's quite frankly nothing you or KKC can do about it. Because both of you white motherfuckers can just obviously have the same bald-headed ideas. Get it? Bald-headed ideas. And how much has KKC sucked off of you? Get it? Sucked off of you? How much information has he sucked off of you, KKC? How much? A lot of information, right? Which you Googled anyway. Anybody can Google all that bullshit. Anybody can Google FDMG Academy. Anybody can Google FDMG Academy and see how much the man has spent over the years since 2020. It's been 6 years, and he's gonna come out with it. It's a never ending thing. It's been 6 years and no school. I thought it was 10. I thought you said it's been since 2010. But then later on you changed it to 2013. I mean, which one is it? Which one is it? Is it 2010, 2012, 2013, or 2019? I mean, you just keep people are so stuck on stupid they don't even recognize that you keep changing dates. It's like, he's been looking for a school since 2010, and he opened up a school since 2013. Make up your mind, Lennon. Make up your mind. It's quite confusing. You know? But never mind. Y'all ain't convinced, so I'm gonna keep going. Y'all definitely not convinced, so I'm gonna keep going. Obviously, somebody and everybody else they know you more than I do, Lennon.
I understand. Like, dude, it's about me and what is he playing the dozens? No. This man has hundreds of videos about Umar Johnson and also will kiki with his little chat and talk about me. I've asked him to stop. My husband has emailed him to stop. And this fool keeps on doing it because he has nothing new to say, because he keeps regurgitating the same shit over and over again. And another reason is, once again, he's a failed musician with daddy issues. He has no other content besides Umar Johnson. And so Umar Johnson supporters, yes, I have supported Umar Johnson. The school might open, the school might not open. But you know what? The man got a vision. I went down there to help out.
True first, doesn't it? Well, it's not coming from me, it's coming from somebody else. She said the exact same thing I just said.
The trip paid for itself because I sold enough stuff to pay for the trip. So I'm in the middle of buying a house right now. I'm in the middle of working with my personal trainer right now. I'm in the middle of doing a whole lot of stuff right now. And I ain't got no time for this peanut head man to keep on kikiing with his little people and his freaking...
That's what she means when she says kikiing. Cookie Crunch. That's Lennon.
Streams. He didn't go live today, but man, Yes, Umar Johnson threw a block party. Yes, it was successful. Then y'all all got pissed and want to switch the narrative. Oh no, it's not about a block party. It's about the school opening. Okay, it's about school opening. But that was a gorgeous event. That block party. There was black people getting along. There was music. There was African drums. There was all kinds of stuff. I came home with a couple of items from some of the other vendors. They bought some items off of me.
Remember when he said that Umar was not African and he was doing African? What type of ignorant statement was that? No, I'll even take it back further. Remember when Lennon said that his parents or grandparents or whatever are from Africa, but he's not African? You remember that? So if he's not African, then what is he?
So, like, I don't understand how majority of African Americans in this man's chat room are co-signing him, still continuing to say the same shit over and over and over and over again. Is it
because they like shit shows and they're the dumbest son of a bitches you can ever have in your chat room, including KKC, which if I see him, it's on site. And you can tell them that I said that. Whoever's in the chat, you can definitely tell them I can say that. And I would say some other things, but you know, I'm a Christian. You know how that is.
It's about shits and giggles and laughs, but at the end of the day, it's about Lennon's pockets. He doesn't want that school to open because then he has no more revenue. He has nothing to talk about.
Oh no! Because once the school opens, he'll shut up after a little bit. He'll say some slick, shut up, then come back and say some more slick shit. This is how obsessive he is, and this is how sick his fans are. His people in his chat. His people in this chat are very, very sick. Very, very sick in the head. All 600, 700, 800 of them. I don't need 600, 700, 800 people in the chat to tell them that this person is sick. For following him this long in this period of time after 2013, and still regurgitating the same stuff. We keep telling you, but somehow Lennon Island lovers love shit shows. And they hate Umar because Umar's been whooping their asses for 14, 15 years. With lyrics. Not lectures, I call them lyrics. Straight taking the mic, whooping your ass, and dropping the mic. See, a lot of adults don't like to be told what to do. Oh, no. A lot of adults do not like to be told what to do by other adults. That's why a lot of these people have daddy issues. It's like, who the hell is Umar to tell me what to do with my money? If I get reparations, I'm going to do whatever I want to do. Fine. Don't complain about police brutality. Don't complain about Mexicans taking over. I don't want to hear shit about the white man. I don't want to hear shit from you. I wish I had glasses on so I could look like Lennon.
I've heard Umar Johnson say if he does get the school open, he's going to get somebody else to run it. And then he's going to go open a school somewhere else. So, man, this dude needs to... It's sad because his music videos used to get a lot of traction. So if he would have focused on that, he wouldn't have to keep doing Umar Johnson in it, but he will not get away from it. He won't get away from it because it's what pays the bills. That little job he got on the freaking He's supposed to be a supervisor. You're not a supervisor. He is a supervisor. On those little docks in the damn warehouse. Yeah, that ain't paying the bills.
Damn. Talk about Umar get a job. Can you keep one, nigga?
I mean, you know what, people? Then he's gonna go do so one of the members sent me the video. He gonna go say, he's met up with people like Claudia before. Did a whole damn video with a lot of fucking lies. Gonna tell people I went after his mother. I don't even know that man's mother's name. So how did I go after his mother? Please ask Lennon.
So not only is he obsessed, this obsessive, agonizing, manipulative, narcissistic person that Lennon is, but he's a pathological liar. He's a liar. It's the same thing that he did to Umar and claimed that Umar came after him and his family. You dirtbag. So if she said, right? I don't quite, I think I gotta rewind that again. Here. All right.
Even know that man's mother's name. So how did I, like Claudia before, did a whole damn video with a lot of fucking lies. Gonna tell people I went after his mother. I don't even know that man's mother's name.
So if he doesn't know his mother's name, then you're just doing this off of a click, off of a view. And since Umar doesn't know who you are as a person, if he doesn't know you, he doesn't know your family. If he doesn't know your family, then why would he constantly keep talking about you? The only time he made a gesture about you is because you keep constantly making gestures about him. 100 videos versus one video that Umar did on you. And now you keep doing this. Why? Because of your hatred for Umar. And then you accuse him of snorting cocaine. I have to turn the heat down. You just gotta listen to every little crazy little thing. Every little crazy little thing. See what is Umar doing and how many pictures is he taking? He's looking up a girl's butt. Oh, he's looking up a girl's butt. He's a grown ass man. If he's looking up a butt of a grown ass woman, and that grown ass woman doesn't mind what he's doing, which is 99% of the time, then is that considered sexualism or whatever it's called? I just don't. I want to not address him anymore. I want to address Lennon honor lovers. Lennon honor scorned pieces of shit. Question. If Umar opens this school, I want all of you to come on my page, get down on 2 knees, and give my dick a kiss. That's what I would like for y'all to do. No, let me stop. Actually, I would like for you to come and explain to me why this Negro, this wannabe Negro, including KKC, is why you keep supporting them, the two sickest son of a bitches in the face of this, on YouTube. And this is a very, very, very small sector. The Umar sector is no bigger than the AFW sector, and this is where these two knuckleheads are in. They're in the Umar slash AFW sector, which I haven't even been in a while. I haven't been dabbling in the Umar sector because they had nothing to talk about again. But apparently, everybody has dubbed away from Umar. You're the only person in the AFW slash Umar sector who is continuously doing so because number one, you need the money. Number two, you want to keep being relevant. You want to keep being relevant. No one cares, Lennon. No one cares. Hell, even O'Shea Dude Jackson is starting to wear down now. He doesn't care. I mean, he makes better content than you do, and I'm gonna get on him sooner than later. But right now, it's like I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at them. I'm mad at your followers. I'm mad at your followers for the simple fact that they don't see you as this obsessive little boy. This obsessive little boy that can't let go of the past. And you keep grasping onto the past and showing and just want to prove everybody right. You want to prove that Umar's the scammer. You want to prove Umar is this obsessive little boy that grew up in grad school or military school or whatever, and his father was a Rolling Stone, and his mother is a wheelchair bound, and his four brothers is this, his sisters is that. You want to prove to beyond shadow of a doubt that the Johnson family is nothing but a bunch of pieces of shit. That's what you want to do. But guess what? If he opens up that school, he's going to prove you wrong. And when he proves you wrong, Lennon, won't you come on over and just apologize? Just apologize. Apologize for your wrongdoing. Apologize and repent. Just repent. You keep referring to us Umar followers as zombies. I get it. So if we're zombies, then what are you? Ghouls. All you ghouls and all you goblins. Y'all are nothing but a bunch of slimy ass, backwards ass dudes and women who do nothing but regurgitate the very same thing. So whatever he does, you're doing the exact same thing. And you got the nerve to come on my live, you got the nerve to come on my chat and tell me, well, you're doing the same thing. Not nearly as much. I don't go live every single day and do the exact same thing that he does. Not every day. But it's cool when he does it. It's wrong when I do it. Yeah.
So how did I go after his mother? Please ask Lemonhead Honor to provide you the proof of that I went after his mother. No, but I'll tell you what I did do when I was called a liar by other people in all of these goddamn chats. You want to know what I did? Oh, let me open this chat. Because anybody want to ask me shit, I'm pissed right now. Because I've emailed him and told him to stop, and my husband is emailing. I've been minding my own damn business. I ain't made a video about this idiot. Shit, hold on. Let me go to this damn chat. I'll be able to read the comments. If anybody have a question or anything up in here, y'all can type it in the comments. I will answer it. But yeah, I'm tired of this shit. I ain't got no time for this. I just bought a house in Alabama. I'm trying to move by at least the end of November. Like, what the hell, dude? I'm minding my own business for months and months and months. Ain't made a video about your ass, but you still can't. Got to keep my name. You and your damn Cookie Crush chat got to keep my name in y'all mouth. What the fuck, man? Look, I have not went after this guy's mother. I don't care what the fuck he tells you. I don't even know that lady's name. Also, yes, I did. They call me a liar. So I posted the photo of his dad throwing up gang signs, who's an ex-Pyru member. Pyru blood. You know how he always be talking about his cousins are bloods? Yes. He throws them up in like 8 photos that I found on Facebook. 8.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put some pimping in it. Did she just say that his... Wait. I was so hyped up on that. Oh my. Pyro? So you got the nerve to... Wait, hold on. I want to be fair here. I want to be fair. Let's rewind that back, please.
Pyro blood. You know how he always... I don't even know that lady's name. Also, yes, I did. They call me a liar. So I posted the photo of his dad throwing up gang signs, who's an ex-Pyru member. Pyru blood. You know how he always be talking about his cousins are bloods? Yes. He throws them up in like 8 photos that I found on Facebook. 8.
Your father is Pyro? Lennon. I didn't know your dad was Pyro. I didn't know you was gangster like that. So your dad is a gangster. Your dad is a Pyro. What up, cuz? What up, cuz? Well, however it go. I don't know about nothing about that. But you're accusing Umar of being a whore and a this and a that and a not a you know what? It's coming full circle now. It is coming full circle. Your daddy wouldn't shit. I can say that because he's an adult. I'm not attacking your children because I don't do that over here. But I will say, your daddy wouldn't shit. I wonder what your mama wasn't. Your mama possibly wasn't shit either. So your daddy wouldn't shit and your mama wouldn't shit. Let's continue.
So you're not a Pyru blood. Why are you doing that? Like, what? You put yourself on blast. Then the sister, I sit there and put posters of her up because she is a member of a motorcycle club. And then anti-Afro Spengali stupid ass is going to go over there and talk about, oh, these are very popular clubs and they do things for community and there's nothing wrong with being a part of them. Man.
Wait. Time out. So, let me get my thoughts together. Let me get my thoughts together, fam. And if you're just dropping by, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel, please. So, let me get this straight. You went after Umar's father, who's in the military, by the way, a military vet, an activist. That's Umar's father, who sent him to boarding school, military school, whatever. You knew about all these things, and yet you are so freaking jealous. And I said, stop me if I'm wrong. Stop me if I'm wrong. So your jealousy and your envy of a man that you wish you aspired to be, but had failed because your inability to become that man, be activist, right? Could have been. Because I'm not saying that the man is not smart. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying he's stupid, but the man is not. I never said that the man wasn't smart. He's dumb as hell right now, lazy as hell. But I never said the man wasn't smart. I also said that he could have been that guy without all the thousands of videos and doing the anti-Afro Spengali nonsense where I'm going to have a book of tweets and thousands of videos going, made and, servicing around and the calling and the doxing and everything that y'all do. I didn't even, but yet your obsessiveness because your dad was a no shit nigga, a pyro, and possibly maybe your mama wasn't shit either. And then what you got, brothers? Your brother was in your sister was in a bike club. But I thought you said that. Maybe it's just me. I thought you said that black people need to have a different type of standard. But instead of going after other blacks, instead of going after Umar, you need to deal with whatever in your family, sir. Your family. Something is wrong with your family, sir. Your family. Umar grew up in the military home. What was your excuse? You say verbatim that something is wrong and Umar needs some help. So something is wrong and Umar needs some help. He just needs help. If he could just come out and admit so. And we Cookie Crush Chats got on his ass. We Cookie Crush Chats got on his ass because he's a deadbeat and he's a blah 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 blah. Yo, daddy's a motherfucking pyro, bruh. Cripping it up, bruh. Throwing up gang signs or whatnot. I did not know that. So that kind of makes you a bit of a hypocrite along with your begging ass. Talking about, I just needed ain't nothing wrong with asking for help. So what was Umar doing? Just bonding his time? What was he doing? I digress.
She's a member of a biker gang. Come on. She likes to hang out there. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But fuck, don't lie about it. And don't say I lied about it when the proof is right there. And so when I put these photos up on my Facebook page, then he gonna try to flag and get my damn Facebook canceled, which never worked. I don't understand why this.
Oh, so when you want to put out the truth extensively, but when it comes to you and people want to put out the truth about you, sir, you want to go and attack them by flagging their YouTube or their Facebook or whatever the case may be. I don't think you can flag IG. I don't know. I never done a live on somebody that would be flagged or would flag them or something like that. I don't know. But trying to hide from the truth. And then what you did to Spot 'em Shot 'em was just terrible. And you talk about Umar doesn't have the temperaments or the discipline to talk to a woman, but you don't have the temperament and discipline to talk to a dude. Come on, bro.
This man is obsessed with Umar Johnson, but he does the same shit as Umar Johnson. He begs online. This is This is what pays him. He begged to move from him in California to Jordan fucking Utah. And why do you care about a man that is in fucking Delaware and Philadelphia and you're in fucking Jordan, Utah with 5 kids? And what woman sits there who you're not really married to legally, your soul wife, sits there and lets you freaking bitch and about Umar Johnson for 3 fucking hours every Friday and goddamn Saturday? When are you with your kids? If you work all goddamn week and say you almost full time during the winter, your soul wife. This was up on my Facebook page. Then he gonna try to flag and get my damn Facebook canceled, which never worked. I don't understand why this man is obsessed with Umar Johnson, but he does the same shit as Umar Johnson. He begs online. This is what pays him. He begged to move from him in California to Jordan fucking Utah. And why do you care about a man that is in fucking Delaware and Philadelphia and you're in fucking Jordan, Utah with 5 kids? And what woman sits there who you're not really married to legally, your soul wife, sits there and lets you freaking bitch and about Umar Johnson for 3 fucking hours every Friday and goddamn Saturday? When are you with your kids? If you work all goddamn week and say you almost full time during the winter and the fall, go spend time with your fucking kids. You know, then he tried the manhood videos. They didn't get no traction. Then he tried to do family videos. That shit didn't get no friction. Then the only thing that got him friction was using Umar Johnson's name or Dr. Umar Johnson's name, if you want to be technical, because now he done dropped the degrees and you ain't got shit to say. I thought definitely he was going to do a freaking stream today after Umar dropped them degrees. Nope, quiet as a church mouse. So you need to figure out what you going to do. But my husband has emailed you and I have emailed you. I don't need to be in your little chat or your little show.
So you're harassing people. You harassing people? But he'll do anything. He'll do anything because Umar is his last little come up. Umar is a big name. Ain't no Lennon Honor. Ain't nobody following Lennon Honor. Ain't nobody calling up Lennon Honor. For what? Other than that whack ass podcast, I forgot with Big Boy and Sam Cassell and that motherfucker. I forgot what they were. But anyway, he ain't got no clout like that. You chasing him. He ain't chasing you. You chasing him.
I'm about to run 2 fucking tax offices and run my own businesses, and I gotta move. So I ain't got no time for this bullshit. Oh, this is crazy, man. I ain't been made no video about this nigga in a long ass time. Then he gonna lie in a fucking member video talking about I went after his mother. I don't even know his mother's name. It's fucking crazy. I'm so sick of this shit. And I wish he would have went live tonight. And he be seeing my comments. He knows damn well he fucking lying. You don't want to accept the apology? I'm sorry. There ain't shit else I can do. I'm not going to kiss your ass. So you are a beggar, just like Umar Johnson. And before you got this little job in Jordan up to, you didn't show no receipts or no canceled checks that you paid him. 8 to 10 grand about the medical bills. Yeah, Medicaid paid for all of his damn medical costs. Yes. But you sitting there begging online. You're begging for people to move. You beg for people with that cancer scare about your son when you pocketed the money because freaking Medicaid paid for all of his damn medical costs. And you pocketed the money.
Shut up. I almost forgot about that. I almost forgot about the fact that I'm going to be careful with this. I almost forgot about that you did the most screwed up thing you can ever do, and that's use your son, your oldest son, to say that he had cancer. I almost forgot about that. But it came to find out that your son never had cancer. That's like lying on God. Well, let me not go that far. But you're still a liar. I almost forgot about that. And Tiffany Griff exposed your punk ass. I remember that. Big me.
So once it was what 10 to 12 grand to move, then you got the 8 to 10 grand about the medical bills. Yeah, you showed us freaking whiteboard about what the medical bills add up to. You didn't show no receipts or no canceled checks that you paid them.
Where was the money, Lennon? Where was the money, Lennon? Where was the money? Lennon, where did the money go? It went in your pocket. It went in your pocket. So Umar was taking money. Your punk ass was taking money. How pep we wave. How ironic. Well.
So you were a beggar, just like Umar Johnson. And before you got this little job in Jordan, Utah, your ass didn't work for 2 decades in California. So how did you live? No, your wife was on fucking Section 8. That's why you're not legally married. And then y'all split the fucking kids to get double fucking tax refunds. I know this ain't my first rodeo. I know what the fuck you did.
Keep cooking this dick. Keep cooking. I did not know all this. I did not know. Man, you learn something new from this Negro excuse me, I beg not to call him a Negro. You learn something from this white boy every single day.
Anyway, anybody with common sense would know you're not legally married to your wife for a reason. Why ain't you legally married to her, Lennon? Can you answer that question? Why is she your soul wife? Why ain't she your real wife? Can we see? You wanted Umar Johnson's degrees? Can we get your marriage certificate?
So, can we say, for the sake of argument, I don't know if he's married now. Legally. But you get on Umar for not getting married, and you're not married yourself? Wow. I'm so full. The only reason why I don't have as many as watching right now is because they know the truth. They know the truth that this scumbag is just as a scumbag. Well, I don't want to say as Umar Johnson, because Umar Johnson is not a scumbag. Umar Johnson is more man than you, but this is mind you, again, this is the same man that you do not know. You do not know him from a can of paint, and you're making money off of him. Which obviously means that you're just as a scammer as he is. I'm gonna make another video on that. So could it be that Lennon is a scammer too?
No, we cannot, because you're not legally fucking married. Stop faking it until you make it. Then you're at this online fucking college, Ashford University. Y'all look up Ashford University. They barely holding on to a fucking accreditation. You should have finished school at UC Irvine, finished that degree, and so you could actually do some shit. Some bullshit. You finna take another 2 years to get a degree to go get a job in cybersecurity that you have no passion for whatsoever. That's a straight money grab. It's not like you're into cybersecurity, where you could have just took those 2 or 3 classes, as you say, fucking Spanish, and the damn foreign language requirement that you needed, get your goddamn music degree, and go be a teacher somewhere. Ridiculous. Yeah, Ashford got bought out by the University of Arizona. That's what the reason why, because they're barely holding on to an accreditation, and they were gonna lose their shit. Damn it. That's where he going to school. All he had to do was finish that. He could have been a middle school music teacher. He could have been a high school band teacher. And then in the fucking summertime, he could have fucking worked on an album and shit, or try to send stuff to TV shows and films as a score for films and television shows. This dude don't know how to put one foot in front of another. You're a failed man. What kind of man? Talk about didn't have no credit history. It found out about that when you were 40. Really? No.
We need a break. Whew, we need a break, y'all. Whew, we need a break. Whew. All that information is great. I didn't even know half of what was going on with Leonard, but I know now. I had almost forgot about that whole cancer scam. I almost forgot about that cancer scam, and you had the nerve to call Umar a scammer. Let's see here. Let me see if I can find. I understand. I'm just gonna look up a couple things here. Oh boy! Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Oh, Soul Sokola is back after this, because I'm not going to be very long. Because I'm not going to be very long-winded with you thugs. You thugs that follow this bum. You're going to follow this bum all the way to hell. That's what you're going to do. You're going to follow him all the way to hell. Because you ain't got nothing else better to do. So, let's see here. I think I need to find just a second. Just 1 second. Anybody gonna watch this newest version of Back to the Future? They're coming out with Back to the Future 4, which with Robert Downey Jr. and somebody else, which I'm not gonna even bother. I'm gonna wait till it comes out on video. I'm gonna wait till this shit comes out on video. So let me see. That's not it. That's not it either. Where is it? Oh, here it is. I'll just scroll all the way up. Let's see. All right. Fair use. Fair fucking use. Since we're going to go down memory lane, let's go down memory lane.
Coming to you live and direct from Pull Up, Harlem Pull Up, Staten Island, Pull Up, Queens, Bronx. I'm at the International African Arts Festival, Brooklyn, Commodore. I got you. Okay. Not a Jones. It's not. You got some people organizing on the ground in Chicago, though, so I think something going. We can't let them come to town and have a DNC. There's a light-skinned dude on the game. I know you're talking about the hater boy, yeah. Yo, it's like. All he do is do the Umar videos, yeah. Bro, never met me a day in his life. Never met you. I can see if he interview you and say, yo, I think you're so. Hey, the jealousy. Yeah. Jealousy and envy, man. Jealousy and envy. Yeah, it's crazy, Bob. It's great, but I don't pay it no mind. You know what I mean? Hopefully we get our certificate of occupancy by the end of the summer, and we're going to do a grand opening celebration for the community in the fall time. So that's the goal is now. The walkthrough. Oh yeah. For sure. Once we open, bowl, we got it.
You know, and I got to be honest with Mark and say he's a fraud. I said, how? He's right there. So the point is, he's going to defraud people.
Right.
Have the FBI come in
Right.
and put you
like they not like they not already watching everything I do. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. We already been audited, you know. They already audited us because of these Negroes talking about I was stealing, so they audited. Yeah.
But I said, John, you got yourself wrong.
Yeah. We ain't. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, he is right. He is right. But often people are coming at me, or they came at me today, but they're coming at me about this the Cash App scam, the Cash App, the PayPal scam, saying that, you know, it's permanently been shut down, which I don't believe is such, but he's the one that has to fix it, not me. All often because people, you know, are often jealous or don't understand or don't quite care about the circumstance. And I blame some of this shit on O'Shea Doo-Doo Jackson too. But that's going to be another video for another day. But getting to the crook of the crumb of this Negro. You are merely so enticed to want to prove to everybody, and also you want to give a document that you said that you were going to give to the FBI, saying that this man, Umar Ifatunde, you want to say that this man is such a scammer and a this and a that, and he goes to Africa and he wants to start a whore club or whatever you call it, we call him a freak off. He wants to start a freak offs with little girls and little boys, and you're comparing them to Diddy. You're sick, dude. You are really sick, and you keep calling us out like we're not listening to you. And I don't know what woman was yelling at you, but obviously she was yelling at you for a reason, because you keep emulating the same shit over and over again. Well, how much we and by the way, you had some infiltrator come and talk to me. You had your infiltrator come and talk to me because I'm one of the Umar supporters. Like, whatever, man. I gave him what he wanted. He was like, do I look like a freaking accountant to you? Do I look like Bank of America? Do I look like Chase? Do I look like Wells Fargo? Do I look like any Citibank around this motherfucker? Come on now. Do I look like I dox and start to look up tax information and doxing a whole bunch of this and a whole bunch of that, and looking up addresses of old family members and proclaiming that, or you're saying that he's not a relative of Frederick Douglass? How the fuck do you know? I could be a member of Frederick Douglass. I could be a member of a lot of people. But what businesses is yours? You just want to prove out the shadow of a doubt that you are better, but you're not. You're not better than anybody else, bruh. Do yourself a favor. Keep playing your little fucking flute. Keep playing your little failed accordion, because you are nothing but a failed experiment. If I was any nigga, I would have said your mama should have swallowed your punk ass. But apparently, I ain't that nigga. So I'm just gonna say you are a failure, sir. You are a failure at happiness, because if you were happy, you wouldn't spend so much time doing stupid ass videos on Umar and concentrate on being with your wife. Oh, excuse me, your soulmate, because she's not really your wife. Is she, Leonard? She's not really your wife. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, mm, mm. Coming after what? Coming after a man you don't know. You got all these other niggas coming out of the woodwork and praising you because you showing them old shit. What freaking nerve do we have? Aren't y'all a bunch of bums? All you cushy, dushy, mushy chat of Lennons. Nothing but a bunch of bums. How does it feel? How does it feel going into a live of a bum? What, do I have to prove it to you again? Even people who are not Umar lovers, they're starting to look like you. They start to look at you. They start to look at you and they go, It's like, I'm not a fan of Umar. Umar's a scammer, but this is a little bit too much. This is just a little bit too much. Oh, Vaughn, you're an apologist. You're an apologist. By the way, you're such an apologist, Vaughn. You're such an apologist. I love you, though. You're such an apologist. He's like, why you keep doing this? I'm like, you should be asking that question of him, not me. Because he keeps pulling up old videos. So I keep pulling up old videos of him. And come to find out, what he says about what he says about Umar, he's done almost damn near the exact same thing. Damn near the exact same thing. He's lied, he's a manipulator, he's a narcissist. The only thing he's not, he's a sexist. The only thing that he's not, he's a sexist. I will give him that. He is not a sexist because he is married, although he is a fucking weirdo, because how is it that I got in-house pussy at home how is it that I got in-house coochie at home and the only thing I can do is think of another man? Oh, I'm gonna clip this shit. I'm gonna clip it. Yes, you're an apologist. You are very much an apologist, sir. Fair use. I cracked myself up.
Girl, she's underage in the video. This is just more proof when we're talking about Umar Johnson and his perverted ass. I'm gonna play it one more time and then we're gonna be done. He's at a club, they're out there eating and chilling on y'all's money, you donors. And I don't even think he knows that his phone is recording at this time. What does he say? Listen.
Damn, she had a fat ass.
Damn, she had a fat ass.
Now, I know he's got the holier than thou stance on, But doesn't his face look like he wants to absolutely crack up at this shit? Because it's kind of funny, right? Even the way he repeats it, it's just, and that is a little weird.
This is just more.
Right. Objectification more broadly means treating a person as a commodity or an object without regard. The opposite side of you does things that they could never fucking come back from, and nobody has any Afrocentric speakers and lecturers, and that's fucking, isn't that cool? She's not, oh my God, this is.
And I know that some of y'all are gonna be like, well, no, we should be looking, blah, blah, blah. Okay, it sounds cool, okay? It's hyper masculinity, but I've already talked about Umar Johnson, where he be taking his phone and he'll be live streaming, he'll be putting it on women's asses. I've already told.
Okay, bro, that's no good. I mean, I'm not super caught up in the Umar Johnson world, so I've never seen visual evidence of him doing this. He may do it or not, I don't know. But if he is doing that, then that is definitely not cool. He shouldn't be filming strange women, right? That's not cool.
What do y'all do every day? Film strange women.
Pervert. And let me say something else. I've already talked about this in the past, that there is a video, and I have the video, I've already downloaded it, where Umar Johnson is giving a tour, a college tour to these teenage children. And he's walking, and there is a little girl who is walking in front of him. He takes his camera and he focuses on her backside. He's live streaming like a pervert, walking and following her for an extended period of time. Got the camera right on her backside.
You see, that's a hell of a claim to make without having the visual evidence to back that claim. I'm not saying that we need to see perverted sexual images of children. That's not what I'm saying. Don't get me wrong here. What I'm saying is that you should, how little is a little girl? You're just saying little girl, but how old is that? You know what I mean? Like, this is why I don't talk.
He said, well, who said that? Well, how old is 15? Who said that? Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle was, they captured a little 15-year-old girl, and I think he said, well, let's look at it this way. How old is 15? So how little is little? You said she was in college? Technically, she is an adult, but I wouldn't be looking. If I'm a 48-year-old man, I'm not going to be looking at I'm not going to be looking at girls like that, even though they're adults anyway. Because once you're out the house, you are an adult. And if you are taking care of yourself, you're legally an adult. But as a 48-year-old man, why would he just take his phone and put it on their backside? Wasn't he just talking about just a couple of days ago that he was going to do this 20-for-1, which I'm definitely, I see him not doing. And he said the minimum is 30. The minimum is 30 years old, 30 years of age. And the maximum is 50. Or the maximum should be 50. Maximum should be 55 because he's almost 50. He's almost 50. So the maximum should be 55 or 60, whatever. But I digress.
Politics, race, or religion online anymore, because everybody who's on the opposite side of you, on the opposite side of the aisle, is a pedophile. And everybody on the opposite side of the aisle of you sacrifices children to deities. And everybody on the opposite side of you does things that they could never fucking come back from, and nobody has any substantial evidence against that. It's crazy. You get into it with psychopaths and sadists, and then that's what you get.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with a black man looking at a black woman. Look, listen, I understand all that, but it's another thing when you objectify black women, when you reduce them down to their cookies or their quote unquote fat ass.
Okay, so he's probably talking about sexual objectification, right? Which is the act of treating a person solely as an object of sexual desire, right? Objectification more broadly means treating a person as a commodity or an object without regard to their personality or dignity. So I don't really think, because he doesn't know the person. He's just looking like guys look at women and they go, oh man. And if you see some girl in some tight pants and she's walking around and got her ass all out, you say, oh man, that's a fucking nice ass. And that's just the man thing to do, and you let people know around you, people that you're comfortable with. Now he did this on IG Live. So he's doing that in front of strangers. And that is a little weird. I admit, little weird. At the same time, not as big of a deal as this dude is making it.
Peace in Pan Africa.
That can't be forgotten.
His phone is recording at this time. What does he say? Listen.
Damn, she had a fat ass.
Dismiss this issue that Umar Johnson not only views these black women in this way, but he views these little black girls the same way. And I got the receipt for that. I'm not going to show it because little girl, she's underage in the video. This is just more proof. And we're talking about Umar Johnson and his perverted ass. I'm going to play it one more time and then we're going to be done. He's at a club. They're out there eating and chilling on y'all's money, you donors. And I don't even think he knows that his phone is recording at this time. What does he say? Listen.
Damn, she had a fat ass.
Damn, she had a fat ass.
Now, I know he's got the holier than thou stance on, but doesn't his face look like he wants to absolutely crack up at this shit? Because it's kind of funny, right? Even it's funny. That can't be forgotten.
Okay, all right. It's still the objectification of black women. Talking all this talk about black power and we love our queens, but look how he talked behind the scenes. And this is not, listen, this is not an isolated incident. This is how he views you. That's why he always calling y'all cookies and the pina colada cookies and the butter pecan cookies and the full thick of fudge cookies. Cookie. That's a euphemism for vagina. He sees you as vaginas and ass. That's it.
On another note, pina colada cookies? Nigga, that shit sounds delicious. Does that exist? Are there such thing as pina colada cookies? That sounds like that would be really tasty. Let me go Google this real quick. Thought that there could.
Right here. Educated and raised into a man. Person you're going to send your
thing. Pina colada cookies? That sounds fucking good.
This is the person you're going to send your black boy to be educated and raised into a man? You black women out there, you going to send your sons to this clown right here?
Yep.
Damn, she had a fat ass. Shut up.
Yeah, it's all fun and games, ain't it? It's all fun and games. But when you had that camera on that little girl's backside, was it all fun and games then too, Umar? Ain't nobody.
Again, I hope he sues you for slander. I just hope he sues you for slander the same way you accuse him of snorting cocaine. Like, I never knew a crackhead to be that damn smart. I never knew a crackhead to have this much intelligence in the palm of his hand. I never knew it. But I digress. I'm not gonna say it anymore, dog. And I already reported it. I already reported it to him. So, I mean, it's his decision if he wants to pursue this or not. He has hinted on it, but I don't know if he's going to pursue it. I don't think he is going to necessarily pursue it because he has bigger fish to fry. He has bigger fish to fry, and he wants to accomplish this mission. I do see that, and when he does accomplish this mission, I hope he does sue. I hope he sues you either way. I hope he sues him either way, and he's gonna have his day. That's all I'm gonna say. He's gonna have his day.
These kids should be in this guy. Period. They should not. You guys should not be sending him money because he's a fucking pervert. I already know some of you black men. Well, no, the black women, and we should be able to look. Yeah, listen. I understand that, but it's another thing to be objectifying black women in this way and reducing them down to body parts, whether that's their cookies or their ass.
Doesn't everybody do that?
Yes.
But you know what's funny? When I'm in the line, I can't look at their ass because all the guys is looking to see if I'm going to look at their ass.
He says, when I'm in the line, he's just telling on himself.
Doing everything. Trying. You're trying too hard.
Guys is looking to see if I'm going to look at their ass. You know what's funny? When I'm in the line, I can't.
He says, when I'm in the line, I can't.
You're trying too hard, Leonard. You're trying way too hard. Pause. You are trying way too hard. The same thing that he did then is the same thing he's doing now. He's just trying way too hard. Pause. I mean, trying to get the give of the gab. And I get it. You want that attention so bad. So bad, Leonard. What man does not look at another woman, excuse me, almost got caught, another woman's ass? What? In what world do we not look at another woman's ass? Duh. Jeez. Boy, I need to get a life. I bet you ain't married. You probably be looking at ass too. Shut up.
Look at their ass.
Look at their ass because all the guys are looking at.
Because all the guys are looking.
I'm gonna look at their ass.
Looking at me because I'm gonna look at their ass. This guy is something else. He's talking about black women too.
The video is so dark and poorly lit, we don't know who the fuck he's looking at. He could be looking at a Spanish girl. He could be looking at a white girl. He could be looking at an Asian girl. He could be looking at an Indian girl.
Exactly. So how do you know that how do you know you perv? How do you know you perv? How do you know, perv, that she was young? How do you know that she was young, you perv? See what I mean? But you got people listening to you because they hate and despise Umar. You just listening to all these old videos, playing these old videos of him just puts the icing on the cake. Now let's get back to this. Let me see. Let's go back to a person telling the truth about you. Let's go back to a woman telling the truth about you.
Because you ain't paid the fucking student loan for UCI because you never fucking finished. Shit, you wouldn't be working right now if you didn't have to. I guess the welfare system is a lot. Trust me, California gives motherfuckers a lot.
He said, welcome, Radis. I hope I said it right. Radis 2030. I used to watch Lennon years ago when he actually was talking about consciousness. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm so shocked that he is still doing this obsessed hateful content about Umar. I guess everything is for money. I get you. Everything is for money. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much indeed. Because what else do you have in your life? You failed as an artist. You failed as a book writer. You can't keep a job worth a damn. Your dad is revealed to be a pyro, a blood or a crip, whatever the hell that thing is. And I'm guessing your mama ain't shit. Your sister wasn't about shit. And you were scamming the people to get up out the hood, which you did. You went up on, what was it, GoFundMe. And I think you collected damn near $30,000 to move up out the hood. You went from LA all the way, and let's not forget the medical expenses that you had to pay too, because you didn't have a job, and you didn't have a job, which certainly means you didn't have medical insurance, and you was racking them up too. You was racking all that shit up. So either way, you moved from LA all the way towards my neck of the woods, which I'm in Nevada. Nevada is 5 hours. Las Vegas is 5 hours away from Utah. 5 hours away. Yes, scam the people out of some money just to move. Just to move. It said that the community was no good. And it's for the simple fact that you're not married to the woman that you proclaim to be married to. She's your soulmate. And if you don't believe me, shall we rewind?
Shit, hold on. Let me go to this damn chat. Man. Look. I have not went after this guy's mother. I don't care what the fuck he tells you. I don't even know that lady's name. Also, yes, I did. They called me a liar. So I posted the photo of his dad throwing up gang signs, who's an ex-Pyru member. Pyru blood. You know how he always be talking about his cousins are bloods? Yes. He throws them up in like 8 photos that I found on Facebook. 8. So you're not a Pyru blood. Why are you doing that? Like, what? You put yourself on blast. Then the sister, I sit there and put posters of her up because she is a member of a motorcycle club. And then anti-Afro Spengali stupid ass is going to go over there and talk about, oh, these are very popular clubs and they do things for community and there's nothing wrong with being a part of them. Man, she's a member of a biker gang. Come on. She likes to hang out there. She likes to hang out there. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But fuck, don't lie about it. And don't say I lied about it when the proof is right there. And so when I put these photos up on my Facebook page, then he gonna try to flag and get my damn Facebook canceled, which never worked. I don't understand why this man is obsessed with Umar Johnson, but he does the same shit as Umar Johnson. He begs online. This is what pays him. He begged to move from him in California to Jordan fucking Utah. And why do you care about a man that is in fucking Delaware and Philadelphia and you're in fucking Jordan, Utah with 5 kids? And what woman sits there who you're not really married to legally, your soul wife, sits there and lets you freaking bitch and about Umar Johnson for 3 fucking hours every Friday and goddamn Saturday? When are you with your kids? If you work all goddamn week and say you almost full time during the winter and the fall, go spend time with your fucking kids. You know, then he tried the manhood videos. They didn't get no traction. Then he tried to do family videos. That shit didn't get no friction. Then the only thing that got him friction was using Umar Johnson's name or Dr. Umar Johnson's name, if you want to be technical, because now he done dropped the degrees and he ain't got shit to say. I thought definitely he was going to do a freaking stream today after Umar dropped them degrees. Nope, quiet as a church mouse. So you need to figure out what you going to But my husband has emailed you and I have emailed you. I don't need to be in your little chat or your little show. I'm about to run 2 fucking tax offices,
Cookie,
and run my own businesses, and I gotta move. So I ain't got no time for this bullshit. Okay? Yes, I went to Delaware. Yes, I went to the block party. Yes, I went there the August before when I toured the campus for the first time. I got money in order.
Hold up. He tried Corey Oakham. Wait, he tried 5150 Nation and got clowned. He tried 5150 Nation and got clowned. You knew better than that. You know why he won't try Tariq Nasheed? Because Tariq Nasheed, and I don't like his ass. I don't like his ass too much either. But he wouldn't try Tariq Nasheed. He wouldn't. He wouldn't do it. But he want to try Umar. Yeah, basically. Lisa, this is the person or persons. I'm just going down memory lane. Since Lyndon wants to go down memory lane, I'm sorry. I'm eating cookie crushes. I'm eating the cookies. Even though I'm eating cookies, if you know what I mean. I'm just eating cookies. Get it? Eating cookies. The cookie crush. I'm crushing them cookies. Anyway, I'm stupid. I'm really stupid. Anyway, let's continue.
In order to do that, darling, I clear what I clear. And you talking about, the money honey, please, it won't even, it ain't even a third of my income. So you need to check yourself.
Damn.
This is crazy, man. I ain't been made no video about this nigga in a long ass time. Then he gonna lie in a fucking member video talking about I went after his mother. I don't even know his mother's name. It's fucking crazy. I'm so sick of this shit. And I wish he would have went live tonight. And he be seeing my comments. He knows damn well he fucking lying. Yeah, next time y'all in his damn chat, you sit there and you ask him, oh, how did she go after your mother? He can't fucking say because I haven't. I don't even know the lady name. Yeah, one of your members sent me the damn video. I ain't gonna say who sent it, but one of them sent me the video, and I'm glad they did. Don't be. I mean, I've owned up to what I did. Yes, I said shit about your kids. Yes, I sent you an email and apologized. You don't want to accept the apology? I'm sorry. There ain't shit else I could do. I'm not gonna kiss your ass. But
truth be told, he put his kids on blast before, so that was mainly on him. You don't put your kids out. Let me swallow real quick. You don't put your kids out there on Front Street. You don't embarrass your children the way Lennon embarrassed his children. And I'm not going to even say what he did because that was some years ago. You see how I put things away? When you are in someone's care and you don't have a house of your own, you get protected like a child. But once you leave the nest, you learn to put away childish things. That's what I did. I put away the childish things. But he seems not to do so. So therefore, he's still living, quote unquote. I don't want to say that he's financially balanced. I don't want to say that. Because he's getting his money, most of his money and most of his support is from the donors. Most of your money and most of your support comes from the donors. While your alleged wife is paying all the bills. And you got the nerve and the audacity to talk shit about Umar. Nigga, please.
But you sitting there begging online. You're begging for people to move. You beg for people with that cancer scare about your son when you pocketed the money because freaking Medicaid paid for all of his damn medical costs and you pocketed the money. So once it was 10 to 12 grand to move, then you got the 8 to 10 grand about the medical bills. Yeah, you showed us freaking whiteboard about what the medical bills add up to. You didn't show no receipts or no canceled checks that you paid them.
So $10,000 to move, $10,000 in the medical bills, and possibly another $10,000 money. Where'd the other $10,000 go, sir? Sir, where'd the other $10,000 go?
So you were a beggar, just like Umar Johnson. And before you got this little job in Jordan, Utah, your ass didn't work for 2 decades in California. So how did you live? No, your wife was on fucking Section 8. That's why you're not legally married. And then y'all split the fucking kids to get double fucking tax refunds.
I just got an epiphany. How are you married if your wife is on Section 8? You're not allowed. You weren't allowed in a house in Section 8, sir. That's illegal. I think that's illegal in all states, Lisa. That if the woman is on Section 8, and if you don't have a job, you, the man, are not allowed in the home. Am I wrong?
I know this ain't my first rodeo. I know what the fuck you did. Anyway, anybody
you freaking liar
with common sense would know you're not legally married to your wife for a reason. Why ain't you legally married to her, Lennon? Can you answer that question? Why is she your soul wife? Why ain't she your real wife? Can we see? You wanted Umar Johnson's degrees? Can we get your marriage certificate? No, we cannot, because you're not legally fucking married. Stop faking it until you make it. Then you're at this online fucking college, Ashford University. Y'all look up Ashford University. They barely holding on to a fucking accreditation. You should have finished school at UC Irvine.
I think I went to Ashford University. Ain't Ashford University in Atlanta?
That degree, and so you can actually do some shit. Some bullshit. You finna take another 2 years to get a degree to go get a job in cybersecurity that you have no passion for whatsoever. That's a straight money grab. It's not like you're into cybersecurity when you could have just took those 2 or 3 classes, as you say, fucking Spanish and the damn foreign language requirement that you needed, get your goddamn music degree, and go be a teacher somewhere. Ridiculous.
No, but instead you want to be a complainer. Complain. And now it's about to get worse for you, because if and when Umar opens up the school, right, you're gonna complain even more. You're gonna complain even more, man. And then after that, you ain't gonna be making no videos anymore, bro. And when he sues your ass, and he will sue you. But then again, what does he have to sue you for? You're broke. You're broke. You don't have any money, bruh. How them taxes be like, bruh? What them taxes be like?
Yeah, Ashford got bought out by the University of Arizona. That's what the reason why, because they're barely holding on to an accreditation, and they were gonna lose their shit. Damn it! That's where he going to school. All he had to do was finish that. He could have been a middle school music teacher. He could have been a high school band teacher. And then in the fucking summertime, he could have fucking worked on an album and shit, or try to send stuff to TV shows and films as a score for films and television shows. This dude don't know how to put one foot in front of another. You're a failed man. What kind of man? Talk about didn't have no credit history. It found out about that when you were 40. Really? No, you got bad credit because you ain't paid the fucking student loans for UCI that you never fucking finished.
Damn shame. Damn
shit. You wouldn't be working right now if you didn't have to.
Damn shame.
I guess the welfare system is a lot. Trust me, California gives motherfuckers a lot. I bet you that welfare system in Utah ain't breaking you off like California did. You might want to move back. But the way housing prices, I'm taking my ass to Alabama. The way housing prices is, I doubt you come back to this motherfucker. But no, I'm moving to Alabama because I have some things to do. Atlanta is 2 hours away, and I have a production company located. You and your little Cookie Crush chat on there trying to fat shame me. What the fuck you think is going to hurt my feelings? I grew up in the entertainment industry, you dumbass. There's nothing you can say that's going to hurt my feelings. Oh my God. Let's play. Okay.
I think I know Claudia. It's been a while. I seen Claudia. Has she worked with Corey Holcomb before? Does anybody know she worked with Corey Holcomb? I think she worked with Corey Holcomb before.
You making so much money. You making a lot of money online, and you make a lot of money at work. We can play Big Bank Takes Little Bank. You want to play that game? I got my bank statement ready for let's see. I got my bank statement ready for September. Let's see your bank statement for September. You want to play them games? Or you want my crypto account that has 18 grand in it? You want my crypto account with all my Ethereum and my Dogecoin and my Bitcoin? I bought Bitcoin in 2008, dumbass, when it was on the Big Bang Theory. So come on, when it was $20 fucking. So I know all about crypto. How about my stock account that has $24,000 in it? You want me to pull that one? You want me to pull that account? It's crazy, man. It's ridiculous. Makes no goddamn sense. Shit, I'm tired of this shit. My husband has emailed you. I have emailed you. You really need to just let it go. And you really need to stop the Umar Johnson videos. They're starting to look a little creepy. You watching a man with his shirt off. You talking about what's on his lip. You talking to, dude, that shit is weird. And I don't know who's not telling you. But they really need to tell you that shit is weird. So y'all all want to sit there and cuckoo and kiki. But if you got any questions for me, I'm an open fucking book. And I'm not, truthful, look, I'm not telling him what fucking videos to make. He can talk about Umar Johnson till he's fucking blue in the face. That's not going to advance his fucking life. I just want him to stop talking about fucking me. Because I'm not in his, I ain't talked about his ass in months. And I never went after his mama. I don't even know her name. Fucking 3 hour and 4 hour fucking live stream. You right, Jaron. Shit. It's ridiculous. Talking about another man while your wife and kids are downstairs trying to be quiet. Because you 3 and 4 hours talking about Umar Johnson. It's crazy. There's something mental about that, man. I thought anti-Afro was mental. Well, she's pretty mental. But, man. So, once again, I'm asking you, because I got shit to do. Look, I didn't go after your damn mother. Stop tell your members straight lying and all the pauses and shit. You can even get your lies out straight. I never went after your mother. I don't even know that lady name. And I've just, at the earlier of this video, if y'all want to go back, I told you what I did. For your Pyru dad and your, biker gang sister, those are the only two people in your extended family that I put up on my Facebook page because y'all called me a liar. And then I put up the proof, and then you want to flag a Facebook page because I put up the truth. Shit. I ain't got a lie to kick it. So once again, Cookie Crush Chat, if any of y'all in here, why don't you sit there and ask him the proof of me going after his mother? Please do. Just like ask him the proof about Umar Johnson being banned from being an educator in Philadelphia because he was misdiagnosing. Where's that proof at, Lennon? Because you ain't got it. You guys can go on a Google rampage. You won't find it anywhere because it's a lie. Just like the innuendos of him trying to make him seem like Umar Johnson is a pedophile. Shit. Fucking shit, man. You have no proof of all the shit you be doing online. But all y'all are kikiing and going along with that shit, even though he ain't showing you a goddamn thing. Yes, Lennon Honor has a fetish for Umar Johnson. He on a down low or something, but that's too much attention that one grown ass man is regurgitating the same old shit about another man. Just like Umar Johnson said this past a few days ago. They calling the city like, why they keep calling you? I don't know. Like, y'all just ignored him. Calling the city on him for what? For what? Oh, I need to keep him in compliance. Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? Are you the Delaware police? Who the fuck are y'all who are sitting in California and fucking Utah to call fucking organizations in Delaware about a man you don't fucking know? Umar Johnson walk in the same room that Lennon is, his ass is running out the back fucking door. You can guarantee that. You might want to say, oh, he ain't about that. Like, yeah, you go, you I bet you won't find out. Go to Brooklyn. Why don't you go to Brooklyn on Saturday? Fly to Brooklyn. I'll pay for the flight, Lennon. You want to go to Brooklyn tomorrow? I will pay for your motherfucking flight, and I want you to film the whole shit. I know damn well you won't fucking take me up on it. You won't take me. Oh, I got to go to work. You won't fucking take me. I will buy your plane ticket. I don't care if it's last minute. I don't care if that shit costs $700 motherfucking dollars. Call me. Send me a text message. Send me a text message, Lennon. 818-433-0844. I don't care. My number's public, so fuck it. I don't care if anybody knows it. 818-433-0844. Come on, just text me. I'll buy the ticket and be waiting for you at the airport. I know damn well your ass won't go to Brooklyn. Come on, 818-433-0844. Send me the text message. I will fly you fucking there. I'll get you an Airbnb or a hotel room. Where you want to stay? You want to stay at the Waldorf? Where you want to stay, Lennon? Free weekend trip to New York, but Lennon ain't gonna take me up on it. He ain't gonna take me up on it. Come on, Lennon. You want Umar to get help, right? Go to Brooklyn. I'll pay your ticket into the Black Parent Advocate meeting. I'll pay your ticket there. I'll pay your plane flight. I'll put you up in a hotel. Come on. 818-433-0844. You gonna do it? You gonna do it, Lemonhead? I don't think so.
We definitely want to give a shout out to Claudia. Sweet thing. Tell it. Roll that beautiful bean footage. Each time he goes live on the line. Roll that beautiful bean footage. Fair use.
No problem back in the day, if you guys remember. Okay, I had relatives that got on that and they messed up their mind. In the streets, drug addicts or alcoholics or gangbangers. And her husband was a gang gangbanger. That's how my cousins got into it, because it was more like a family thing. He passed away, rest in peace. But anyway, they were bloods, but rest in peace to him. But anyway, that's how they got into it. I don't even think he was a Jehovah's Witness, because he was out there banging and stuff back in the day. But somehow my aunt, my mom, several of the women in my family, and part of it was because they were dealing with these men that weren't handling business, and so it was almost like a respite. So that's how that went down. And ultimately, when I was born, I needed a blood transfusion. I was two months premature, and of Umar from January 31st, 2025, that I would like to at least get through today. And then on Saturday, in addition to crazy stuff, including stalk one of my sons, my older son, and put information out on his secondary YouTube page. He doesn't know that I know that that's his YouTube. On Saturday, we're going to do an extended live stream where we're going to go over the video where Umar makes a school announcement, and then the video where Umar does a school promo, and then the video where Umar gives an outside tour. And then we'll also pull up other stuff. We'll just kind of make it more like interactive if you guys want me to pull up stuff. That'll be the plan for this coming Saturday. I won't be live streaming tomorrow, though. Okay, so I did Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'll take tomorrow off, and then Saturday we're going to do an extended live stream. That'll be the plan.
See what I mean? The obsessiveness. Then he's going to do more live streams next week and the week after that. And y'all don't see the obsession of this. Let's get
all right. Okay, you're very welcome. Okay, thank you so much. I'm trying to tell these people. How's it going, Kari? Thanks for tuning on in. The African nature. How's it going, beautiful Bernice? Thank you so much for tuning on in.
The beautiful Bernice. That little portrayer whore.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I used to be very, very open back in the day. I just don't do that these days because I've had to, because I got a degree in cybersecurity. I shouldn't have been that open back, and I shouldn't have my family online either, the way that I did back in the day. But
so he admits it.
You can't take it back once you do it. If I'd known what I know these days about cybersecurity, I would never have my family on, period. But the other thing is that Umar Johnson followers, after dealing with the Umar Johnson followers over the years, and how there's this one guy, he's actually a school teacher in Philadelphia. And he's done all kind of crazy stuff, including stalk one of my sons, my older son, and put information out on his secondary YouTube page. He doesn't know that I know that that's his YouTube page, but I do know that that's his new YouTube page, because I have back-end information. I don't even want to get into that. But the point is that in the documentary, I'm going to address that person too. And not that I'm going to send that to his employer, but the fact that he's a school teacher and he's a Umar.
I already know who it is. I already know who it is. But I don't think he's from New York. Wait a minute.
Crazy stuff, including stalk one of my sons, my older son, and put information out on his secondary YouTube page. On Saturday, we're going to do an extended live stream where we're going to go over the video where Umar Mesa. On Saturday, we're going to do an extended lot of crazy stuff, including stalk one of my sons, my older son, and put information out on his secondary YouTube page. He doesn't know that I know that that's his YouTube page, but I do know that that's his new YouTube page, because I have back-end information. I don't even want to get into that. But the point is that in the documentary, I'm going to address that person too. And not that I'm going to send that to his employer, but the fact.
Yeah, him talking about it, I already know who it is. It was probably Cold Gang, whatever his name is. Asian boy, B Cole, was a school teacher or whatever. But people had doxed him too. Even your friend has doxed the Cold Gang, Lisa, but we're not going to mention any names. So that's the thing.
He's a school teacher, and he's a Umar Johnson devotee. You know, I've also seen him.
It's not a devotee. No, he's not.
I have pictures of him with Jamal Johnson too. That'll be in the documentary. I'm going to outline that. And Umar and this guy, they've tried to work together to lie about me, my wife, and my kids.
No, nobody tried to do anything to you. And then stop. Of course, there were people in the Umar sector who had did that shit, but Umar himself never did that. Stop.
But some of the shit that this guy was doing is far beyond the scope, and he's a school teacher. I can give you guys his name because it's public record. Umar, and Umar, he also has spoken this guy's name, and he has a secondary YouTube page. He has a main YouTube page. He has his name, but I've done research and I know what his secondary YouTube page is. But some of that will be in a documentary, and not that I'm going to.
How many documentaries does this dude have?
You know, send the information to us in my family. I did a little bit today, but that's types and these followers of Umar. Some were scammers themselves, and this guy, he has a court case out of, I want to say Phoenix, Arizona. I think it's Phoenix, Arizona, Nevada, or something like that. And as I've done research into this guy, and I'm not going to say too much, but when I've done research into this guy, I also found that he set up an obituary page as if he's deceased, but he's still alive to this day. This is the kind of shit I'm talking about.
Wasn't that somewhat similar to a certain female who was 7 feet tall who faked her death? Oops, I wasn't supposed to talk about that. Never mind.
That's the thing. You Umar Johnson, and you think you have your anonymity. You think that you can do what you do, and you can just go ahead and get away with it. Listen, see, I'm not the one. You got that court case, so that something's going on here. You owe that money.
So do you.
You know how I pulled up obituaries? This guy got an obituary, but he's still alive.
So do you.
He's involved.
Oh, good.
He cries. Like, the crying is like uncontrollable.
Look at Umar's face.
They'll call me on the phone, and it'll take me 5 minutes just to get him to calm down.
Okay, where is his biological father?
I know, Dr. Umar, this is really embarrassing.
Now, he won't admit that and this is on a Tuesday, that Umar is doing his teleconference for, single parents, single mothers, single fathers. He won't admit to even this. How many of you will get up in the morning around 6 a.m. to do a teleconference because you're a school psychologist, right? How many would do this for other people's children? Go to your school, straighten it out, or do whatever you have to do. Try to get the certificate of occupancy, file for that. Then had to go to a speaking engagement, a couple of speaking engagements, and lecture to the people. How many of you would say you would actually do that? None of you would. None of you would. There are very few that have. But to this largest extent right here, in the world that we live in today, where we got cowards making video after video after video about another man said that he is scamming the people. He is scamming the people. You scam each other every single day, dude. Y'all waste money each and every single day. So what is it? What's the difference what Umar does with the money? What's the difference? Let's just say for the sake of argument, right? Let's just say for the sake of argument that he is scamming the money. Where he's putting the money right in where it needs to be. Versus how many of you niggas are at the casino right now wasting it on the dice game? Fucking hypocrites.
So I'm married. His dad is with us, but him and I have two different approaches to like parenting. So I feel like I'm more strict and he's very
The father
chill.
is in the house?
Yes.
And his son is classified as emotionally disturbed?
Yes.
So what is he doing? Is he active? Is he involved?
He's involved.
He do look constipated. I gotta take a shit. But this is not professional. You don't do this. He's instigating shit. You know what I'm saying?
Wait. Shut the fuck up. Wait. Hold on. You're not a professional at anything. So you should keep your big fat white mouth shut, nigga. Lemon head ass nigga. You should just keep your freaking mouth shut. You have no say, no intellect, no college degrees, no nothing. Because you can't stick your foot in one place and complete a task. You can't complete a music task. You can't even complete a sewing task. You can't complete any type of task, nigga. You can't even keep a job. So you're going to scam the people, move from one area to another, and you complain about this? A brother who dedicates his whole entire life, could have been a defense lawyer, but since he's going to dedicate his whole life, sacrifice. I know you know something about sacrificing, Lennon, but not like this. No, you know, I don't sacrifice. I got my mental health to think about. I got my brother. You did the right thing. You decided to say, fuck it, I'm going to be with my wife and children. But there's nothing wrong with that. But when you're going to criticize a man who's doing this every single Tuesday for what, an hour to 2 hours? He's been doing that for decades now, and you're going to complain about this?
Well, what does he do? Umar, what are you doing with this medium shirt on? You a deadbeat, got 3 baby mamas, you don't take care of your kids. What you talking about?
Here we go with the 3 baby mamas. Where did the third one come from? All of a sudden, we're in 2025, and he now has 3 baby mamas. Really? The obsessiveness.
And see, if you're a professional, you're not supposed to be having these. First of all, you shouldn't be doing this online like this in the first place. But you're not supposed to be having these emotional reactions and facial expressions and all this type of stuff, Umar. Umar said he's so unprofessional.
Father.
I know, Dr. Umar, this is really embarrassing. So I'm married. His dad is with us, but him and I have 2 different approaches to like parenting. So I feel like I'm more strict and he's very
The father
chill.
is in the house?
Yes.
And his son is classified as emotionally disturbed?
Yes.
So what is he doing? Is he active? Is he involved?
He's involved.
You see this guy? Is he active? Well, are you? Exactly. Umar?
Let's not talk, Lennon. I keep my mouth shut if I were you. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I know. I know. I have the video. Y'all remember when that guy called in from Chicago and went off on Umar because he had gave his wife, the father gave horrible advice to the mama and they had a falling out because of it? See? It don't make no sense. This woman shouldn't be talking to Umar anyway without her husband.
Like I said, he just has a different approach.
Yeah,
Well, what is
you
his
ain't seen
approach?
that?
Because your son is at a predominantly white school, diagnosed with emotional
These motherfuckers is sick.
disturbance. So what is his approach?
Yeah.
What is he doing?
All you lemon head lover honor lovers, whatever, y'all are fucking sick. And I hope I don't want to say jump off the deep end, because Lisa's here and she knows how much of a good Christian. Fuck it. I hope y'all motherfuckers jump off the motherfucking deep end. Y'all sick. Y'all are truly sick.
I know. And this is where, you know, maybe I should just pay for a consultation because I don't mind paying for it, but that's where we have
See how Umar, he does used to get money out of people. He try to say it's free, but it's just a con game.
Because again, we have actually two. I have two boys, and I have a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old. My 3-year-old's not like this. My 6-year-old's like this, and like I said, he's probably on the spectrum. But I'm like, he has to be on a routine. You don't need no more labels
right now, sweetheart.
I know.
He only 6. Slow down with these labels. Labels are not salute. No more labels. No more labels. I'm gonna tell you something else too. You are gonna have to consider moving back into a black neighborhood, because if the father is not going to step up and help his son develop self-control so we can get that emotional disturbance category removed from his record, if the dad ain't going to step up, your son is going to get lynched. He's going to be academically lynched in that white school. They are going to try to destroy your baby. They're already criminalizing him. I wish we would have spoke before you get... He's a black boy in a white school classified as emotionally disturbed. He's already being criminalized. So, the black schools ain't good, but at least we don't have to worry as much.
I was somewhat classified the same exact way when I was little. And then my mother basically said, no, fuck that. You're going to stay in regular ed school. Or regular ed classes, but I had 5 regular ed classes, and the other one was a different class. So let me just say that save it for shits and giggles.
About the criminalization, it still happens there too, but I'm very, very concerned about your son being in that kind of environment without the support that he needs from his father. This is very dangerous. This is very, very dangerous. I don't like it at all. Is he on medication?
He's not, because I refuse to put him on medication.
Good job.
Now, like I said, I didn't want to do the IEP, and I know you had like a video and you said, don't ever put your kid on the IEP. It's the worst thing you can do. And
unless they really have a disability. So if they are really autistic, if they are really intellectually disabled, if they really have a problem, then you have no choice. The problem is, in the black community, we put kids on IEPs, because they have trouble focusing a little bit. So, every kid got trouble.
That's every kid. What kid do you know stays focused? Like, literally stays focused on his paper. There were times where I had trouble focusing. Okay, I'm not afraid. I'm not ashamed to express it, because I had my ups and downs when I was in junior high and high school. And it wasn't just me. There was a couple people in my classroom that was the same way, but we had our own coping mechanisms. But I overcame it, and sooner than later, graduated. Here I am, a wife and 2 kids, a partridge in a pear tree.
Focusing a little bit, or they have a little trouble with their reading or their math. Get them a tutor. Don't get them special ed. The problem with our learned helplessness, we as a people in this country, as a consequence of slavery, we suffer from learned helplessness. So we are very quick to throw in the towel. We are very quick to give up, and our children are suffering from that because black parents are so quick to think their child has a problem just because they're having a little bit of a struggle sometimes.
Right.
So, okay, a couple things I want to share with you, but you have a homework assignment, and that is, I need you to find his evaluation, speech eval, psych eval. If they classified him as emotionally disturbed, then he has a psychological evaluation, or they might call it psychoeducational evaluation. He has that if he's emotionally disturbed. So I need you to find that and find the IEP. I need those 2 documents in order to properly help you. But let me share this with you. I'm going to share this with you. Your son can only be suspended 10 days. Make sure you keep track of the suspension days.
He always saying this, but he don't know by state. He just making shit up.
Then you give us your own thesis on it, Lennon. What do you think that child should do? What do you think that child should do? So let's just say hypothetically that half, or let's see, half of the things that Umar was stating was even partially true. Should I myself go and get the papers? And well, I can't even find the papers because I have a whole stack of papers. But I do have papers to say that most of this shit is true. As a matter of fact, all of this shit is actually a true statement, or can be labeled as a true statement. Because most of the let's just face it, most of the teachers, no matter where you go, don't give a fuck. And half of your kids are being tutored, no, not tutored, that half of them are being taught by white women, white history teachers, teaching you about your history. That's enough to even go insane. I want you to look up, Lisa. I want you to look up McCain. If he's still alive, I want you to look up a McCain. An ex-mayor in Lansing, I think he's an ex-mayor in Lansing, Michigan, became teacher. That's who our history teacher was. Right? But let me not rumble on. Let's
Is he active? Is he involved? Let me ask you something. What are you wearing? What are you wearing right now? What you got on? Is he active?
A grown ass man. We got this is a sick crowd, yo. These are AFWs. These are AFW fans. Fans of Lynn and Honor. These are the same ones that Umar smoked a long time ago. Smoked, spanked them, and now they over here. This is pathetic. They don't see how sick Lennon is. That's just pathetic.
Active? No, not really. He's really not around on the, oh yeah, okay, what you got on, man? He's such a goofy. It's all predatory. In this case, because he knows that the father is involved, in Umar's mind, it's about, okay, well, then if I can't crush cookies, let me see how I can get some money. So when she says, maybe I need to do a consultation, that's Umar. He's like, okay, at least I can get some money out of this.
You see what I mean, Lisa? You see what I mean, Lisa? You can't debunk the man. You can't debate the man. But yet you're gonna chastise him. But you can't chastise Corey. You can't chastise Tyreek. But you can chastise Umar because he won't face you. He wants nothing to do with you. If it were me, I'd come to Utah and whoop your motherfucking ass. If it were Corey Holcomb, he would come to Utah and whoop your motherfucking ass. If it were Tariq, he would make a puppet out of you, make fun of you for a while, then probably have some of his goony goo-goos come and whoop your motherfucking ass. But Umar don't want nothing to do with you, but you steadily coming after him. Why don't you come after people who actually fight back, Lennon? This is stupid. This is really stupid. This is crazy.
So these Black Parent teleconferences, it's really recruitment. He like he does it out of the kindness of his heart and it's free, what have you. But no. It's really to gain the confidence of the viewership and then to get money out of it. And that's confidence man is a con man. That's the con. See, that's why Umar does these. Okay? Thanks, Iceman Vamp. See, but if
don't you think that if he really wanted money, that the first telephone call would have been free? But you're paying for a consultation due to the fact, and it probably doesn't even cost that much. Everything costs. Hey Lisa, doesn't you speak? How do I say this? When you seek therapy, does it cost to seek therapy? I know it cost me $50. It cost me $50 an hour to seek therapy. I'll tell you, when I cheated on my wife about 4 or 5 years ago, the first thing that I did was sought counseling, and it was every Wednesday, $50. What was it? $50 an hour. But then COVID hit. $50 an hour, but then COVID hit, so I had to stay in. And I had COVID, so I had to stay in the house for 3 weeks. Right? Yeah, it was scarier than a motherfucker too. I'll tell you that. But anyway.
Ooh, if I guarantee you, if she says, "Oh, well, you know, I'm a single mother," Umar would have approached this differently. See, but because she says that the father in the home, Umar starts to disparage the father a little bit, try to take a little, you know, because that's how you do. I got that video put up. If you guys want me to play it, let me know. I can play the video where the brother called in from Chicago and confronted Umar because Umar had given his wife some horrible advice about their kid. Okay, y'all let me know if you want me to hit the one you want me to play it. I got it pulled up. Thanks for the super chat, Iceman, man.
So he's supposed to be perfect. So people paint Umar as this perfect figure at first, but then when he says something that people don't like, this is just like your Malcolms and your Martins and your Geno Jennings. And if those of you who watch Geno Jennings, whew, boy, crazy. But he knows scripture. I'm like, everybody knows scripture, but not like him. He said, if it's not of God, I give it to you straight. If it's not of God, then I don't want to hear it. Let me know. Hey, I'm gonna give a shout out to Geno Jenkins, because Geno Jenkins, sidebar, Geno Jenkins is just like my wife's pastor. They're similar, but I don't even want to get into that.
And I saw your comment too from the most recent Umar video. In my notes, I can't.
And he gave her some advice, and she followed up with it, but it put our son in a little compromising position.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, he was already.
Oh yeah, this is what you was talking about yesterday, Black Wolf. Yeah, this is the storage unit. One time he stood up in here, I was telling the people, and his head was like inches from the ceiling. But this was again. Umar's a hoarder. You look how the book.
Lisa, other than Lisa, does anybody see? You don't see this. He stood up and his head almost hit the ceiling. It was one point in time. Remember I told you when Umar was painting? He said, pull your pants up. Why you looking at another man's ass, bruh? You're terrible. You are terrible. And you need to be stopped. That's why I went, I hope so desperately. I asked Umar, I know you watch me every now and then. Listen, open up a school, please, so we can just shut this dude up. Please.
Books are stacked the way that they're stacked. The shelves are like leaning to the side now.
Don't this look like what a college professor would do? Once he's done reading the book, he'll stack the book. This reminds me of being in college. This just reminds me of that. But let it nitpicking.
Everything, and you look at the lighting too, it's very dark in there. This is a storage unit. We're gonna hang out. We may do longer than 7 hours. Shit, we can do 12 if we want to. But Tariq Nasheed talked about how when he went to go interview Umar for the Hidden Colors series, that he met Umar and he thought that Umar would have a professional office, but he had you can hear him washing his hands, or he turns to or flush the toilet, whatever. I can't remember which one it is. But the point that I'm making is, you guys remember he flipped that phone? That's that residence. There is a bathroom right there. I've already looked at the floor plan. At his mama's closet, there's not a bathroom like that. That's not how it's organized. See, that's what I'm saying here is that Umar, up until 2019, going.
Bruh, you are sick, dude. All you linen lovers, y'all are sick. You are sick. My God, how could somebody be that damn thorough? He stands up, takes his pants on, adjusts. Why is he adjusting? Why is he adjusting his pants? You know, if you look down at the pants, there's a little stain on the right side of his pants. Like, what the? Dang! This is crazy. This dude is crazy. This dude is fucking nuts. What is behind these doors behind them? He calls it the Cookie Crush chat, which is his chat that's flowing up and down. The Cookie Crush chat. Just because Umar, he mentioned, instead of mentioning vagina, or he mentions the P word, he'll say cookies. And that's where he gets it. He stole it, and there's like, he calls it the Cookie Crush chat. Some dumb shit. But anyway.
Through 2019, he gets that eviction note. He was able to resolve it back in 2010. But by the time he gets to 2019, he's unable to resolve it. I have a sense that Umar had already planned, because by that time, he's acquired these abandoned buildings. I think Umar had already planned to just move into these abandoned buildings. And so if you guys really 2019. So again, this is how I do my research. If Umar and there's other things too that I can pull up that show his different residents and years and stuff like that. Because after I got my cybersecurity degree, I know how to do research to get this type of information. It's all public record. But the point is, if you look here closely, 2010, we can say that
if it's public record, then what is it? Anybody can look this up at any time, right? Homeless. Didn't you get evicted, Lennon? Umar got evicted. Didn't you get evicted too?
Umar lived here at this residence from at least December 15, 2010 to September 10th, 2019. Okay. And that's why I showed you guys further that after we get towards the end of 2019, no, she's a stripper. She's on that pole. Again, conscious stripper. And he calls it conscious because so that it lessens the blow that he's dealing with sex workers. And no disrespect to the lady, okay? I shouldn't say that because the stripper doesn't necessarily be, but they're very much connected, okay? Okay, let's just be, we're adults here. But I'm not gonna, let me take that back, because I don't know that that's what she was doing. But what I can say is that when he's dealing with a stripper, he don't want to say a stripper. I remember one time he said she's a dancer. No, she's a stripper. She's on that pole.
If you have, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this proudly. If you're going to go to these extended links to prove us wrong and to prove you right, just because you had failed at happiness, just because you had failed, you're a failure at everything you had tried to get your slimy little hands on. When you go further, because this is beyond ridiculous. We're going to look up every little. Why don't you look up the court case? Remember, he went to court and beat the case. Why don't you bring that up? Oh, too much like Ray. Well, let's go down memory lane. But hold on, we're gonna go down memory lane right now. Hold on.
Getting paid. Conscious Tripper was in 2015. Okay, again, based upon the receipts that I showed, 2010 to 2019. That means that he was at that residence during that time period. Well, in between that time period.
Don't be listening to nobody on no YouTube because they don't know what they're talking about. But she took it upon herself.
Yeah, I know.
First of all, I know exactly what I'm. Whoa, time out, bro.
She didn't want me to know about it.
Wait, time out. Dude, bruh.
I'm gonna see you in Chicago.
All right, then see me then.
See how Umar behaves? Nothing, lack of professional, lack of emotional maturity, and he does.
Okay. First and foremost, what am I supposed to do? See, this is the thing where they kept saying that he was unprofessional with the whole Sarah Suit and SETI thing. But when Sarah Suit SETI, let me go a little step down. When Umar said professionally that what the conscious people at that time from New York were, messing around. So I'm just giving a little background assessment of what happened back then. And I think it was 2010. Umar caught it. At that time, Umar was fresh. He was new, but he was green, right? So what he was trying to do was he was trying to get the attention of the elders, right? One of them was James Smalls. You can look him up. It was Cy Netta, James Smalls, Ashwa Kwesi. You can look them up. And he was trying to get the attention of the elders. And this knucklehead Sarah Suit SETI with the feds did his little video and was talking this little nonsense or whatever. Said that Umar needs to, you in the wrong lane, Umar, you should get on the treadmill and start losing some weight. Then that's when Umar made the video and said what he said. And I ain't mad at the boy, but he had to do what he had to do. But people was like, oh, this is unprofessional. Fuck that. You come at me and I'm trying to give you some legal advice, but you don't want to compromise. You just want to argue and threaten me. That's number one. That's everybody. Anybody is a professional is number one. If I don't call the police on you, but you come to my area in my arena and you get in my face and violate my space, what am I supposed to do? Smile at you? No, you get your ass whooped.
Does not like to be challenged by real men. That's why he don't deal with real men. Shout out to this father.
You don't deal with real men either. Remember, as a matter of fact, you don't deal with women professionally either. Remember, Tiffany Griffin got in your ass. we don't want to talk about the other Tiffany either. We don't want to talk about nobody in the Umar sector that was whooping your ass, including Don.
For getting on Umar about this. What's up, Antonio? This is one of the OGs right here. It says, sorry, can't post the link, but it's a 3-minute video linked from YouTube page Black TMZ called Umar Johnson caught red-handed cheesing in the face of a snow bunny. Just posted today, and it's from the. Yeah, I think you're talking about the Cherry Hill Mall fiasco. Isn't that what you're talking about with the young Persian?
Oh boy. You see, those are like I said, these are the old people. The old school people from the Umar sector that hate on Umar. That's all that is. And Antonio Barnes, we don't want to get it. We definitely don't want to get into Antonio Barnes. We don't. We do not. Because I'm being nice about it. Me as an ex-Umar sector, what do you want to call it? Me not being the Umar sector anymore, I'm gonna be nice and I'm gonna say I ain't gonna even say anything about Antonio Barnes. I'm not. I'm gonna be nice about it this time.
No. You're talking about there's a video, and I have the video. I don't know if we're gonna get to it, but Umar, there's people that's calling in. There's these younger college students that call in. I actually saw this. So the young and there's these little black girls, if you will, talking first, and then there's a little white girl that gets on there, and you guys should see how Umar Johnson responds. He's so goofy. What's up, Antonio? Oh, man, good to see you, man. I hope everything's going well with you. This Antonio has a lot of research on Umar. He's been around a long time. Good source of information. Especially from the construction side and the pulling of permits and all that kind of stuff. And he's been around a really long time. So shout out to Antonio. Right on, man. Okay, here we go.
See me then. And get off my call. See me then. You ain't even tell. Wait. What kind? All right, I'll see you then. Don't threaten me.
See him stuttering and shit. He's scared.
They're trying to hide this.
You still ain't told me. You still haven't said what piece of advice I gave your old lady to follow. You still ain't told me. So tell me that first.
You need to talk to her because she won't even disclose it. I found.
So how you know what I told her if she won't?
See this guy? Lack of professional. And again, he's live streaming from a storage unit because he's homeless. You know, I have to take that back because I'm not sure. I have to go back and go into my matter of fact, I'm gonna pull it up. Let me pull it up because I want to make sure that I have my timeline right. Someone sent me a PayPal MG. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I know I don't promote my PayPal. I don't promote my Cash App. And people do send me super chats. I don't ask for, but I do appreciate it. You know,
bullshit.
I just take a moment to thank everyone.
Bullshit.
Whatever, man. You just a hater, bro. You just a hater.
Members, I really do appreciate it because which is interesting because you know he thinks he's going to run a school. He's going to be teaching all these classes and be the custodian and the principal, the vice principal, the school psychologist, everything, right?
Pure jealousy and envy. If it was such a problem, wouldn't you be coming out? Oh, you wouldn't be coming out with anything because you can't stick to one thing.
What's up, Jonathan?
But this is what he told me.
What's up, KKC?
And I apologize. So I'm calling you, let you know, bro. When you share information with these women,
yeah,
you need to check the background to make sure they're good.
First of all, everything I say is good. Everything I say is good.
When we come to Chicago, we're gonna have a
See, narcissism.
All right, we're gonna have a conversation then. Everything I share is good, bruh. You don't know me.
But you share information, and you know how.
Everything I share is good. You ain't told me yet. Whatever, man. You just a hater, bruh. You just a hater. You ain't even told me what information, man. What advice did I give? You still ain't told me yet. Come on, man. You just call it in hating. What you talking about? What advice did I give her that was wrong? You still ain't said it. I'm gonna go to the next caller. Go ahead. What about the IEP? There's a million issues with the IEP. What are you talking about? And why you got to spend money if it's an IEP issue? If it's an IEP issue, what you bringing up money for? Because it don't cost you no money.
You told her to go out and get private testing, bro. That's what you told her to do.
Let me tell you what I told her. Let me tell you what I probably told her. Let me tell you what I probably told her. You want to listen? Do you want to listen for a minute? Do you want to listen for a minute? Do you want to listen for a minute? First of all right, well, listen then. Listen, no, but you calling up here with a nasty attitude, man. Nobody's scared of you, family. I'll be in Chicago. You want to talk to me, you talk to me. Nobody's scared of you. What I'm telling you is, listen, you ain't, listen.
That's why Chicago's in the crisis that it is right now. Because you got these knuckleheads in Chicago that have no shame. And this is only Chicago. We ain't going to talk about Houston. We are not going to get in the conversation about Houston, Texas.
You won't even listen, man. What she got to pay to get private testing for when you have a right to get an independent educational eval
in the school district got to pay for that. She ain't got to pay for no eval. She can make them get an independent in the school district pay. I know because I do them in Pennsylvania. Every parent who knows me knows that they always.
Let me find out what year this is, okay? Because again, Umar hadn't worked in the Philadelphia school in Pennsylvania since 2010, 2011-ish. Okay, based upon our research.
How do you know all this shit? This is violation. Lisa, are you hearing this? If you know somebody who is, and I might have to do this too, if somebody is actually doing this to you or to your family, what, you know what? Hold on a second. This is ridiculous. This is fucking ridiculous. I think you would call this like stalking or something like that, or something of that nature. I don't know what you would call it. I said you would call it stalking. I say you would call it obsession. I think there's like a certain word or a certain analogy that you would call this. If I know your is stalking and harassment, yeah. But then again, they're gonna say, the judge is gonna say, well, this is YouTube and blah blah. I don't know. I had to talk with my cousin because she's a lawyer. But if I know this much information about you, or lack, or some, most of the shit now is I know everything about you, almost everything about you on the internet, but you're just playing old videos at this point. You're playing old videos. That's what you're doing. But then you harass my father, you harass my mother, you're harassing the kids, begging for money. I mean, what would we call this? What the fuck would we call this shit? I know there's a different terminology for it, other than stalking the book. I know there is.
Search that may change. Okay, if I get more information, I'll update that. Let me go and pull up my timeline for the research that I'm doing on Umar, and let me see if I could find this particular video.
That's crazy.
Have a right to an independent educational evaluation, and the school district pays for it. So why did y'all have to pay for an eval?
Because she didn't know that.
If she talked to me, she knows that. If she talks to me, she knows that. If she talks, yes, I did, brother. Yes, I did, brother. Everybody on this call know I.
See, he doesn't even know who this woman is. You guys really think about this. It's not like the guy gave the woman's name or anything. Umar's talked with so many different people. He don't know who this guy's talking about. If you ever been to an Umar event, them bodyguards do not play. Oh yeah. What's up, that's Carver? Thanks for tuning on in. I appreciate it. When Chicago cats say they want to conversate, that means he's getting. Yeah, I know. That's why Umar started. He getting turned up and he getting all nervous and shit. He want to be gangster. I know. What's up, Ruben Rivera? You gave bad bookshelf advice. He is. Umar's scared. He marshmallow.
Talk about that.
Do we want to talk about who's marshmallow in it? Who moved up out the hood, bitch? Who moved up out the hood? Who was stalking? Who was chastising the people to get you some cash to get up out the hood? Because your punk ass was lying each and every single second. Coming at the kids, bruh. You was coming at the kids, turning up having the music turned up loud. You was probably the one that instigated that thing with Jordan Davis when he got shot by them honky ass crackers. I'm calling your. Let me. I wanna. Ooh. I'm triggered. I'm triggered. I'm so triggered.
Testing on the outside. And she took the money and paid him to get tested on the outside.
Nah, I didn't tell her that. I know I didn't tell her that. I know I didn't tell her that. I never tell parents that.
Well, you go back and play
That's
the
not
tape.
true.
Go back and
2 months ago.
That's not true. I have it where Umar says things where you're going to get your child.
That's not true. You don't know shit. You don't know shit. You's a punk. You's a coward, and you definitely would squab with me, bro. You definitely would squab with me. I will go back and I will put you in a headlock and shave the rest of that ball. I will shave the rest of that head, boy. I'll put blop. How you gonna have hair? How you gonna have no hair here? Well, you don't have no hair here, but got hair back here. That's old school. Fuck you.
Evaluated outside the school. I've also heard him tell parents to get an independent psychologist to come into the school to observe the children. I actually have him say that on record.
I don't have to listen. I don't have to play the tape, bruh.
You over talking him. He's a psychologist. He knows exactly what he told. But
This lady right here, it sounds like the lady that called in yesterday.
you're just going like with rhetoric, just repeating stuff, and you sound crazy. You don't even have any validity behind your statement, and you sound very unintelligent, and you're drowning me out, and it's
She said unintelligent.
very annoying. If you don't have any factual statements, yeah, you do. If you don't have any factual statements, when you're coming to this man, and as black people, that's the problem. We don't respect anybody that's in a higher level, especially when
It seems like to me that maybe people are right about this whole men and women fiasco when it comes to Umar, that a certain percentage of women support Umar. And I know why. A certain percentage of men support Umar. A very small percentage of men support Umar. And let me tell you why. Would you like to know the reason why that a large percentage of women support Umar versus a small percentage of men, that includes myself, support Umar? And let me tell you why. Because the wannabe alpha men of today, who are still whining and crying and bitching and moaning on the internet, proclaiming that they don't have women, they can't have no woman, and blase blue, and women can't get married, they want to get, and they don't follow our rule, and then da. But as soon as this man comes along, and it's not that he takes up for women right away. I mean, he's very thorough, and he's very balanced like I am. But as soon as you mention men need to do this, men need to do that, they automatically say, he's a simp. He's simping. He's simping on these women. Ooh, he was with that white girl the other day. He's an automatic simp. He's an automatic simp. When he was on the podcast, I forgot what podcast it was with those three brothers, and he was basically telling it like it is. He was being thoroughly balanced. But again, men been hearing it all their lives, how they're no good to women, how they're this, how they're that. I say, you treat a woman better, you do better. I have never heard of a man complain this much about a woman's weight. I have never. 224 has flipped over to 225 or 2025. 2024 has flipped over to 2025. In this day and age, in this era, I still say that y'all should just remain single. Because you complain about a woman's weight, you complain about that, complain that they have a job. Either you want them to work or you don't want them to work. I mean, which one is it? And let's just keep it 100 thorough. All the reason why you want to get married, you talk about marriage, and you keep mentioning what's the brother's name that passed away a couple years ago? Kevin Samuels. You keep mentioning, Kevin Samuels used to say this, and Kevin Samuels used to say it. Kevin Samuels is dead. Kevin Samuels, may that brother rest in peace, was married twice and divorced twice. I wonder why that is. He's a consultant. Well, Umar's a therapist. What, you don't want to take an ass whoop? Oh, excuse me. You want to take advice from a man who's a how do you say it? Psychotherapist? Well, I'm saying it in a good way.
See, this is the quote dynamics. Anyone who's at a higher level, and Umar just sits back because he always has his minions do his dirty work because he can't handle himself as a man.
Don't have any factual statements or coming with.
If Umar really wanted to, he'll beat your ass. If he really, really wanted to, he will beat the piss out of your yellow white ass. Come on, bruh. You ain't got a prayer. You gonna go after Corey Holcomb. Shame on you.
Yeah, it sounds like her because that's what I thought about, but I don't think it's her. But it sounds like her because when she called it reminded me of this. I said, "Oh, hey, this woman's voice sound like that woman."
Done what he's done for the community, and okay, even if he did maybe miss that woman, which I don't think he did, you're not even giving a man a benefit of the doubt. But if it was a white person, you will automatically give them the benefit of the doubt, or even so forth, let them speak. You haven't even let this man speak.
What are you talking about?
See him. You're not going to see him anywhere. We are our own worst enemy. What do you mean you're going to see him? That's a threatening statement, and you're not even giving it.
She's right. We are our own worst enemy. She's absolutely correct.
Well, Umar's threatening.
I almost forgot. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And if you're feeling generous, I'm gonna ask this because people keep saying, "Why you stop begging?" I don't beg for much. Do I listen? I don't normally beg for that much, but if you think that I'm begging, then I guess I am. Like 90% of you niggas be begging for cash apps and money orders and all that little shit. You beg, so I'll beg. So therefore, fuck it. I only ask for like $1. I only ask for like $1. What is $1? $1 is $1. I'm actually getting my taxes back. And when I get my taxes back, I'm going to Florida. I'm going to Florida with my wife and my 2 children and my nieces and my nephews, my brothers and my sisters. Okay? We are going to have a fun time. We're going to have a mega fun time. So I want to say this in all politeness. Okay? For those of you who are still struggling trying to find wives. No, man. I don't mean that.
I'm not saying that it's right, but come on now. Umar's threatening.
Hey, act right. Act right. You might get some act right.
Threatening me. He's threatening other people too.
To let him speak before you're doing it, that is very rude and disrespectful. He's doing
This lady sounds so immature.
He's on this call to get the dude.
She sounds so immature because she won't go after whom. I get it.
I want to see the man talk with him.
Give him a chance to speak.
Okay, Umar.
Let me jump in, Queen. Let me jump in, Queen, and I appreciate it, but let me jump in. Let me jump in. Hold on, everybody. Let me say this. Let me say this.
I call this the War of the Roses. When you have a man and a woman, and once I'm done with this, and possibly tomorrow, I'm gonna do a live stream video about how the PEEF just constantly keeps throwing these red pill ideologies into the air. And then I heard it through the grapevine that they want American culture to be more like what was it, Arab culture or something like that. And you got some white girl up there, some Arab white girl up there talking about, you don't want to do that because what they do over there in Iraq or wherever the fuck they are, how they treat their women, I don't think you want to talk about that. They beat the shit out of their women. More than that, they basically, if you are unfaithful, let's just say you make a bad decision and you are unfaithful, they make certain that you may never see your face ever in life. I'm just going to put it that way. In Asian, in China or whatever, they humiliate their women. Just humiliate them, kick them in the face, slap them around. And this is the reason why they're fighting for human rights over there. They're getting their ideas from black people. They're getting their ideas from black women. You remember the B4, the B4 movement, or the 4B, the 4B movement, the 4B movement. We will not have sex. We will not marry. We will not date. And I forgot the other one. But they're turning into the B4 movement now. That's crazy. Anyway.
See, Umar has no skills at managing a situation like this. He always escalates things. He never de-escalates.
How is he escalating?
That in of itself is quite telling.
How is he escalating?
Yeah, it is. It's super messy. I'll cut it out.
Here, let me say this. And the brother being very disrespectful to our sister. Very disrespectful. She doesn't have.
Umar, look who's talking. You're the most disrespectful person I've seen online when it comes to black women. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. Hold on 1 second. Umar, you need to cut it out. You ain't fooling nobody.
Debate him, Lennon. Debate him. Debate him. Excuse me. Debate him. You know you can't debate anyone of that stature. You can't debate. You could probably debate me because number one, I'm not an accountant. Because the first thing you're going to ask is, well, can you explain how much money this is and how much and where's the rest of the money after 2019 when he collected $750,000 and he only paid $450,000 for the school. Where did the rest of the money go? Where the fuck do you think it went? To the fucking school, you stupid ass. Should I have to pull up public records? Because everything is public, you stupid fuck. Everything is public. From 2020 on to 2024, everything is fucking public. You fucking cuck. Everything is public. So what you're pulling is no different from what any 4-year-old can pull up. You're stupid, dude. Very stupid. Ain't got nothing else better to do. You need to be with your wife, bruh. I'm fucking serious about that. You need to crush whatever the fuck your wife and get your. I'm not gonna go there with your children. I'm not. But you need to do better for your children. You need to do better for your. I'll say that. Do better for your children. Get your children the best of everything. All right. You got 6 of them. You got 7 of them. Excuse me. You got 7 of them. You got 7 children.
I have not been able to figure out.
Well, this is what this nut does. He plays video after video after video, goes in this montage a little bit, and plays video after video after video after video after video. I mean, look. This is. I don't even have to play the rest because this is what this motherfucker does. After video, and just talk, video, talk, and he's gonna do the exact same thing tomorrow. That's all he does. It's the exact same bullshit. And people don't catch on to that because they're just looking for a shit show. Oh my God! If I really wanted to do so, I would have went ham on the guy. I would have really went to his chat, not to his chat. If he would have said call in, right? Because I was at work when he said call in. Because I was really about to call in and pretty much give him a piece of my mind. But then again, I was like, I'm waiting for the finale. I'm waiting for the day that Umar finally opens up the school, gets the certificate of occupancy, and then finally opens up. I wish he would open me see, but we still got time. I want him to open it up on February, on Black History Month. Do you know how powerful that would be? But I'm not getting my hopes up. But I really do hope he opens it on in February. But then again, why would he open up on February when everybody's still in school? But then again, I mean, he can do what he want to do. He can do what he want to do. But the fact of the matter is, this dude's a coward. Lenin is a coward. He wouldn't openly debate Umar or anything. And they never met. They never met each other. If you were this obtuse, you would find a way to challenge Umar to an actual debate. But you won't do that, now will you? No, you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't have to pay no money. You wouldn't have to pay no money to do it. You wouldn't have to pay no money to do it. But as John Henry Clark would say, and I'm paraphrasing, I only debate my equals, the rest I teach. I only debate my equals, the rest I teach. So Lennon, you ain't no equal to nobody, bruh. There will be a teachable moment to you. The only thing this is how I have my notes. I have my notes. Without your notes, it would be what? Umar don't need no notes. You the one that need notes, nigga. Let me play this shit so we can get up out of here. I got better things to do with my time. Unless Lennon lovers would like to come up. Lennon would like to do. If y'all want to come up, then come up. But you won't. We had one Lennon lover come up. I think it was yesterday. We had one Lennon lover come on up. Come on up. Y'all, I'm not even mad at Lennon. I'm not mad at him. I'm mad at his followers. You would stoop this low to actually help the success of a loser. It's very interesting, to say the least. Very interesting. And you have no substance whatsoever. No nutrition of any kind whatsoever. It's the same wash, rinse, and repeat story. Same wash, rinse, and repeat story. And it goes absolutely nowhere. Now, Lisa, you just seen me flash through real quickly. As a matter of fact, do I want to play this? I just want to play. You know what, Lisa, you still up? I just want to play a little snippet of what Lennon Honor is jealous of. I just want to play a little snippet of what Lennon Honor is jealous of.
You will remember that in the 1980s, the United States government was pouring money into a research project to determine whether or not there was a gene in black men that predisposed them to violence. Everybody remember that? It was about 30 years ago. Because of the massive outcry against that movement, it went underground. Most of us think that it went away. It never went away. One thing you got to understand about the United States government or any imperial power, whatever it starts, it finishes. And this is where we go wrong. Whatever it starts, it finishes. Okay? So it went underground and it came back as attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, conduct disorder, opposition to defiant disorder, all of which come out of not only the Federal Anti-Violence Initiative, but the new COINTELPRO against the black community. For example, any black boy in America who's diagnosed with a disruptive behavior disorder, which basically means that at some future point in time, they could cause a serious problem to the establishment, the FBI automatically has access to their psychological evaluation reports. Let me say that again. Any black boy in America diagnosed with a disruptive behavior disorder, the FBI automatically has access to the psychological reports. Because as J. Edgar Hoover said, the goal of the FBI is to do what? Prevent the rise of another black messiah. We also know that the FBI was created on who? The Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey. J. Edgar Hoover's first full-time job with the FBI was to do what? Bring down greatest leader of the 19th century, the Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey. So COINTELPRO is still here. It's in the form of the disruptive behavior disorders.
Lisa, I hope you're still here. This is the first thing that this will be the second or third video that I watched years ago. I think it was back in 2012, 2013 or something like that. Very good video, very good information that he put out.
Engineered by the government, the FBI, and who's the third factor? The drug companies. One thing you got to understand about psychology, it's no longer a true science. Psychology has become psychoeconomics. The makers of Ritalin and Strattera and Prozac and Cycler and the list goes on, the makers of these major black psychotropic drugs are the #1 financiers of the American
Adderall, Proday, Sip, Coursera, Paxil, and there's like six, maybe 7 other types of drugs that he's talking about. But Lennon won't debate him about anything that he puts out there. He won't debate him. He won't debate him at all. Number one, he's not like that. He's not like he's not a debater. He's not a debater, and all he is a shit talker. He's a shit talker behind the scene. He wouldn't get up on Umar's face to face like that. He wouldn't do that. He's too scared of a punk. He can't even take nobody in the Umar sector. He can't.
American Psychological Association, the American Psychiatric Association, the National Institute of Mental Health. What I'm trying to get you to understand is much of the diagnoses, much of the disruptive behavior diagnoses that we use on black children were paid for by the drug companies. The drug exists before the diagnosis. You need to understand this. The drug exists before the diagnosis. The diagnosis is created to feed the prescription. The diagnosis is created to feed the description. To give you a quick point in what I mean, I think I have with me a copy of the DSM-4, the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders. You should have a copy of this. Buy one if you don't. You need it if you're a parent, if you work with children. This is the Bible of psychology and psychiatry. Anything we diagnose comes out of this book. The DSM-4-TR text revision is silver with blue letters. The interesting thing about this book is on the back cover, there's a picture. It says American Psychiatric Association 1844 with a picture of Benjamin Rush. Benjamin Rush was one of the signers of the Declaration of Independence. He was also dean of the medical school at Pennsylvania Hospital. But more importantly, he was a psychiatrist who used to diagnose enslaved Africans with a mental disorder, called nigritude. Nigritude was a mental disorder that rendered the brain of the African totally unusable. You was an imbecile. The chief symptom of nigritude, according to Benjamin Rush, was the turning of the skin black. He was actually the father of American segregation because he said that blacks had to be separated from whites because if whites rubbed up against black skin, they would catch nigritude and thusly their brains would be useless. His picture is not on there by accident. But I want to flip to ADHD real quick to give you a quick point in what I'm talking about as it relates to. This is attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. I'm gonna give you some of the chief symptoms. Listen to this. Often fails to give close attention to details. Is careless in schoolwork. Has difficulty sustaining attention in tasks or play. Often does not seem to listen when spoken to directly. Often does not follow through on instructions or fails to finish schoolwork, chores, or duties in the workplace. Often has difficulty organizing tasks and activities. Often avoids, dislikes, or is reluctant to engage in tasks that require sustained mental effort, such as schoolwork or homework. Often loses things necessary for tasks or activities, is often easily distracted by extraneous stimuli, is often forgetful in daily activities. Who in here does this not describe once in a while? Do you see what I'm talking about? I want you to understand why so many of our boys are being diagnosed with this major.
And oftentimes you will have teachers in there, or should I say aides, who would often actually care for their students and would put them in position to where they can finish. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. And even though most of us, like I said, we had our own code of mechanisms, some of us, get frustrated. Some of us couldn't read a whole sentence fast enough. And, most of us had their attentions on other things besides this, that, and this and the other. Some of us were disabled. Some of us, you get the point. But due to the aid that we were getting, we were also getting psychologically like we were getting like a social worker every once a week. We were assigned a social worker every once a week. Those who were in special education. Trust me, I was with my social worker every single week to evaluate where we were. Because not everybody got 6 regular ed classes all in one fell swoop, no. But I mean, some, you know, those who were in special education strive and they thrive and they graduated. They graduated with honors, and some of us are married. Some of us are married with, you know, with our wives and everything. But I'm saying, what's going on? What he's talking about, what he was talking about then, still happens to this very day. And I'm not saying that every teacher didn't care enough, but a lot of teachers don't care enough. That's why people are fighting to get their kids out of school so they can school train them, right? And everybody wants Umar to do this whole computer school. Just do computer school classes where the kids can just stay at home. The kids don't need to stay at home. They need to be in. They need to see themselves in the physical. And by the way, again, just like I told that guy yesterday, I said, there are 24 hours in a day. You have to work 8 to 12 hours a day. When you come home, and I want the men to know what it's like to be a mom and how stressful it is to be a mom, not just a mom, but a female. What they have to endure as a single mother. As a single father, you have it much harder than a single mother. You know why? Because a single mother has the state of mind to do any and everything with class. When a single mother had to pick up the clothes from the cleaner, had to drop their kids off of work, go to school, pick up groceries, chop and prep, for dinner and stuff like that. And you want and to teach their kids, for you to homeschool it, fuck dropping them off. You want to homeschool your kids. You want them to be in a computer generated dream world, talking with other kids online, while you do what? Are you going to be there with the children when they F up? Are you going to be there? Are you going to be the actual, not the teacher per se, but are you going to be the co-teacher / parent for that whole significant amount of time? When they can be headed to class, or they can be headed to school, when they can be headed to school, get the proper education with the proper aid that they need. But you don't want to pay the $500 to $1,000 per child or whatever. You don't want to pay that. I can understand that. Send them to public school or charter school. But wait, Public schools are similar to charter schools. They do not teach you nothing. They don't teach you anything. Trust me, I know. I've been in public schools. They don't teach you shit. I just got, most of us got lucky. Most of us got lucky and we just skid by and we graduated. But if you want your child to graduate with honors and you want to send them to private school and hopes and a guarantee that your son or your daughter, as smart as they are, graduate at an early age and not have to do anything until they go to college or they're eligible to go to college, send you out of private school.
Made up disorder that they don't even have, because the criteria are so general that any human being on any day of the week can get the diagnosis. Now, trivia question of the day. There used to be something called attention deficit disorder in this book. It was taken out, and now it's only ADHD, primarily hyperactive or primarily inattentive or combined. My question to you is, why did they take ADD out? Before there was an ADD and a separate ADHD. There is no more ADD. Anybody who's still walking around with that disorder had it for about 10 years. You follow me? Now my question to you is, why did they drop ADD and make everybody ADHD, primarily hyper, primarily inattentive, or combined? Why did they get rid of ADD? Anybody want to take a crack? Yes, sir. True, it was very ambiguous, but the main reason is because there is no drug that can make you pay attention. So when a child gets diagnosed with ADD, it don't lead to a prescription because no drug can make you pay attention. Do you follow me? They can only give a drug to do what? Slow down your central nervous system so you can sit still in the classroom long enough to be miseducated. But no drug can make you pay attention. So they got rid of ADD. Now any child who gets the diagnosis is either primarily hyper, primarily inattentive, but since it's all ADHD now, everybody can get hooked on crack. And the Ritalin is the chemical equivalent of speed. Did you know that? The same illegal drug, speed, that could put a black man in jail for 10 years, you can give it to a black boy and nothing happens to you. In 1960, the United States government put together a committee to study the long-term effects of psychotropic drugs on the black community. And they found that it would be very, very beneficial to do so. So in our community today, most of us are hooked on some form of a drug. If it ain't psychotropic, it's cancer medicine, heart medicine, diabetes medicine. You'd be hard pressed to find a person in the black community who isn't on some form of a drug or another. Important to understand. But 70% of all black boys diagnosed with ADHD don't have an active father figure in their life. Since the beginning of time, you know that when you don't get the attention from your father at home, you go to school looking for it. That's been around forever. But 30 years ago, it wasn't ADHD. But now you have people getting paid off black parents' inability to raise them sons in the absence of the father from the home. Most of them don't need nothing but a man in their life. When I was growing up, I was never allowed to be ADHD because my father wouldn't allow it. I was never allowed to be conduct disorder because my father wouldn't allow it. I was never allowed to have oppositional defiant disorder because my father wouldn't allow it. You understand? Most of these diagnoses come from poor discipline. How do you differentiate between the three? ADHD, conduct disorder, ODD. Conduct disorder is physical acting out. Okay, a child with conduct disorder hits and they abuse other kids. Again, lack of discipline, not a real disorder. Oppositional defiant is a mouthy child. You ask them to do something? No. Go to school? No. Do your work? No. But an ODD kid does not physically attack. Conduct kid physically attacks. And of course, ADHD is supposed to be a what? Brain-based neurological problem, right? But when's the last boy you see diagnosed with ADHD was given an MRI or a CAT scan? It doesn't happen. Most black kids who get diagnosed with ADHD get diagnosed off of the referral from the teacher and the parent, and that's it.
Yeah. I just thought I'd go ahead and give you a small snippet of what Dr. Umar Ifatunde really does for a living. I don't really give a damn how much he gets paid, if he gets paid at all. See, people are afraid of being told what to do, or being told about themselves. This is our problem here in the Black community. I don't even know how to describe it, but let's just say that we come across a new car, right? Because we need a car. We need a car to drive ourselves back and forth to work. We need a car to drive ourselves back and forth to, drop off and pick up our children every day, every week, or should I say. And we want to go places. We want to go to A, we want to go to B, we want to go to C. Well, going to the dealership, you pick out the car of your dreams. It's like, I want that Maserati. I want that. Ooh, you missed it. You missed it, Lisa. Ooh, I want the Maserati. I want that Bugatti. I want this. I want that. But you look at the price, and the price is too high. So your wife, as smart as she is, and not every woman wants an expensive ride. Not every woman wants a BMW. Not every woman wants that Lamborghini truck. You get what I'm saying? Not every woman wants, well, everybody wants a Tesla. Everybody wants a goddamn Tesla. So anyway, your advisor or somebody who has smarts said, this is not our league. Why don't you try that Honda? Honda is just as quick, just as fast. And you look at the Honda like, I don't want no Honda. I want this BMW. I want this. I want that. But you have other things that you need to get. When you're just getting the car because you're sick and tired of taking the bus, and by the way, there's nothing wrong with taking the bus. Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with taking the bus. But at any rate, people get upset when you tell them what's right. Nearly get upset. But since Lisa is back, Lisa, I'm gonna play a snippet of the Oprah of Umar back in, I think this was back in 2010. The 7 Deadly Sins.
Okay. Social engineering. First, we got to start with the definition. What is engineering? The planning of bringing about something, especially when done with ingenuity or what? Secretiveness. This is the dictionary definition. An engineer, a planning of bringing about of something, especially when done with ingenuity or secretiveness. What is genocide? Definition from the dictionary: the systematic killing of all the people from a national, ethnic, religious group or an attempt to do this. Why did I underline all? The reason why I underline all is because there are a lot of Africans, not just in America, but all around the world, who think that if they dress a certain way, or talk a certain way, or live a certain way, or drive a certain way, or marry a certain way, that somehow the dominant structure of this society will forget that they're Africans. Deadly sin number one. Let's talk about abortion. This is a quote. Several years ago, 17,000 aborted black babies were found in a dumpster outside a pathology laboratory in Los Angeles. 12 to 15,000 were observed to be black. Did you know that? 17,000 aborted babies in LA. What it's not telling you is that the dumpster where these 17,000 black aborted babies were found was right near a United States government testing laboratory. The United States still has not ratified the 1948 United Nations Genocide Conventions, which made crime of genocide an international crime. Why has the United States government not ratified that document from the Geneva Convention pertaining to genocide? Because the government continues to be, has always been, about the business of getting rid of you. And most of us, when we celebrate the end of slavery, and I don't understand how we celebrate 4th of July, if I can regress for a moment. What were you on July 4th, 1776? You were a slave, and you didn't get your freedom, not with Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation, which he made in 1862. It went into effect 1863. That didn't free you. That only freed who? Slaves in states that were currently in armed rebellion. So if Jefferson Davis and the Confederacy had already withdrew from the United States of America, when Lincoln said you were free, did it mean anything? No. Because he executed an order over a new nation over which he had no control. And then in 1865, it still didn't matter. Slavery ended in December of 1865 with the passage of the 13th Amendment by the United States Congress. December of 1865. The Emancipation Proclamation meant absolutely nothing. And anybody who celebrates July 4th, I need to question your sanity too. Okay? Because you celebrate the freedom of your former conqueror, colonizer, and slave master, but you didn't have yours yet, and you still don't today. Where's your supermarket? Where's your planes? Where's your ships? Where's your submarines? Where's your hospitals? Where's your multinational corporations? You don't have none, but you'll say you're free because you drive a nice car with big rims on it. Okay? But what do you...
I'll stop you for a second. What you think, Lisa? I mean, you missed the bang of the first, I say the first 3 minutes. You missed the banger for the first 3 minutes, but this is something that Lennon, I want Lennon Hunter to debate, but he can't. He can't and he won't. But all he's going to do is going to nitpick, bitch, and moan about a man who he would give a compliment. He's like, this is how Umar dressed back in the day, and he wasn't, you know, he was a nice guy and this and that, and he never acted no fool, and yeah. I mean, he just nitpick on the, it doesn't matter what Umar does. It doesn't matter what he does. He can be righteous 1,000%. One flaw. But I got too many Lennon Honor lovers. Because like I said, Umar be kicking this shit out of black folks mentally. And a whole bunch of women cater to his side. Because is it a possibility that he may simp? Maybe, maybe not. But it's how you interpret it. It's how you as a human being interpret it. And you wonder why we don't get anywhere. Because this whole nut job, his identity, his glory will soon see if Umar makes one wrong move and people are screaming for the hills at him, get him underneath the jail, get him underneath the jail. Say hypothetically Umar goes to jail over a crime that he didn't commit. Even if he proved his innocence, I mean, it still wouldn't be enough, and then motherfuckers just fall by the wayside, and then he'll really be in trouble. That's why I say, why even create the school here in the United States? Why even do it? You will not be appreciated. I guarantee you, you will still not be appreciated. And those haters that come out the wood, most of these haters that come out the woodwork and say, "You finally came out with the school. Well, this is looking quite nice." Whatever. We don't need you. We do not need you. Thank you for coming. Have a nice day. I forgot.
You control. And one of the things we started to realize, black people say, like in Philadelphia, you probably all heard we had a situation where a group of black campers were told that they couldn't swim in a certain pool. They gave the check back and said, "I got to go somewhere else." And people say, "Well, I thought this was over." HIV is not an accident, good people. HIV is what? A strategy for what? Population control. Abortion is a strategy for what? Population control. Ebola, West Nile. And AIDS, they would have you believe what? Where did they say AIDS come from? To this day, where are they saying AIDS come from? A monkey in the Congo. Listen. And this is the official line of the U.S. government. A monkey in the Congo, Central Africa, which is the richest piece of real estate on the face of the earth. Let me say that again. That's why there's so much fighting over there, which is engineered by Western nations. So while we fight against each other, they run out with all the wealth. They do it here, they do it in Africa, they do it in the Caribbean. Because black folks, if there's one thing you can be count on, it's to hate one another and fight one another. That is your international reputation. All you need is one bag of weed, one gun, and just stand back and watch. Okay? But anyway, they say that a monkey in the Congo cohabitated with a black woman. And that's how AIDS came to be. And Ebola. Now, they don't say how the disease jumped from the monkey to the woman, but it happened. So my question to you, who in here is foolish enough to think that AIDS and Ebola comes from a monkey cohabitating with a black woman? But that is the dominant line of the government. If you don't believe me, go and research it right now. Next slide. Nah, the arrow down. Come all the way over to your right. Right there. Arrow down. Boom. Dr. Charles Lowe, the National Institute for Health, recommended mandatory abortion for any unmarried girl found to be within the first 3 months of pregnancy, and mandatory sterilization of any such girl given birth out of wedlock for a second time. However, Fannie Lou Hamer intervened and it was canceled. And everybody should know who Fannie Lou Hamer was. That powerful black woman who never gets enough props from our community for what she did for blacks during the 60s by herself. Death threats, beatings, etc., etc. And Fannie Lou Hamer found out about this attempt that was supposed to be pushed through Congress to force black women to get abortions. And she intervened and it went what? Pushed underground, because anything that they start, they always finish. In fact, before he became president of the United States, junior senator from Illinois, Barack Obama, also just engineered a bill before he got elected, okay, that puts X amount of millions of dollars directly into programs aimed at giving abortions to black teenage girls, okay? Not preventing pregnancy. I don't want y'all to confuse what I'm telling you. I didn't say putting money into preventing. It is to put money into programs that will have teenage girls get abortions. And that's Barack Obama, who's a whole nother topic. I'm not gonna get into him because most of y'all couldn't take the truth if you knew it. Next slide down. I'm not gonna do it. Abortion. Look at these stats. Since 1973, and I'm a 74 baby, so I'm 35 this coming August, God willing. So since 36 years ago, blacks have aborted 13 million children. 35 years. We ain't say since slavery. We said since I was born. 35 years, we have aborted 13 million babies in this country. 203,000 have died from AIDS. 306,000 were killed by violent crime. 370,000 killed by car accidents. 1.6 million black people have died of cancer. 2.3 million blacks have died of heart disease. And the winner is abortion. More of African life is exterminated from abortion than everything else put together. You see that? Now, people are saying what right now? That the Hispanic is about to take over and be the largest ethnic group in America. Yes, because you keep killing your babies. Had it not been for them 13 million abortions, the Hispanic would not be outstripping the African. But I don't want you to focus on that anyway. Because what is a Hispanic? The word Hispanic comes to us when? In 1970. By who? The United States Census Bureau. For what purpose? To divide African people on lines of language so people who speak Spanish who don't want to be black don't have to say they black. Did you just hear what I said? There are Puerto Ricans darker than anybody in this room, and there are Africans lighter than any Puerto Rican. My great-grandfather on both sides of my family tree were Spanish-speaking Cubans. If I wanted to, if I didn't have pride in race, I could easily call myself a Hispanic, go learn some Spanish, and I can go and hide in the other camp. See, nobody's proud to be black anymore because we're losing. We're on the bottom. If a young boy wants to join a football team, he don't go to the losing team, he goes to the winning team. And if the winning team won't take him like he is, he will manufacture a new identity so he can fit in. Do you understand what I'm saying? Is it foreign to you? Next slide. Black women are 3 times more likely as white women to have an abortion. Why? Why are black women, and this is controlling for social economic status, because somebody want to say, well, it's because they're poor. No, this controls for social economic status. So a poor black woman is still 3 times more likely to have an abortion than a poor white woman. Do you want to know why? Because unconsciously, subconsciously, when you hate yourself, as we have been taught, the last thing you want is to see something else that looks just like you. And we go through great lengths to get rid of it. Michael Jackson, much respect to him, is a firm example of what self-hatred can do to a person. And I got a lot of respect for Mike, although I did.
Not just Michael Jackson, but Lil' Kim, Sammy Sosa, and oh boy, the Williams sisters, Venus and Serena. Yeah, very, very sad.
Dislike the fact that he married outside of his race, although I dislike the fact that he glorified white people. I respect him for being a musical genius. Michael Jackson was murdered by the music industry because he did not want to sell back the rights to the Beatles' music. You heard it here. If you don't believe me, go research it. In fact, last week, the LAPD said that they're going to start treating his death as a homicide, which is what I said the first day I knew he was murdered. A black man owns the rights to the music of the most successful white band in American history, and he owns some of Elvis's material. He was smart enough to know that the music, the money in the music industry is not in making the song, it's in controlling the product. Michael Jackson was not broke by a long shot. He didn't have a lot of cash, but he had a lot of wealth. And they tried to force him to liquidate his wealth into cash, and he said, I would not do it. So when he was offered to do 50 concerts in Europe, nobody knew they would sell out in one day, 1 million tickets in less than 24 hours. But because it did, that was going to allow Michael Jackson the opportunity to make the $400 million that he was in debt for, pay it off, and keep the rights to the Beatles' music. So if they wanted to get the catalog back, they had to do what? Kill him before the tour started.
So Michael Jackson not only had the Beatles catalog, but he had Elvis's catalog. Was going to start his own comic book, and was married to Elvis's daughter. That's 1, 2, 3 triple times the murder. That's triple times the violation when it comes to white supremacy. Let's continue.
And that's exactly what they did. It's the same thing they did to Sam Cooke after he told Malcolm and Martin that he was going to finance the civil rights struggle of the 60s. And he was the first major black artist to own his own publishing. Did you know that? Next slide. It's all social engineering. Anything I say, I can prove it. Every day, more than 1,400 black babies are aborted in the United States. Did you know that? Every day, 1,400 flushed down. Flushed down. But some of y'all still ain't convinced, so we're going to keep going. Next slide. Since 1970, the black community has aborted 13 million. 13 million. The reason why the so-called Hispanic, which is nothing but a Spanish-speaking African, is about to outstrip you is because they keep their babies. Yes, they do get abortions. They do. You understand? But because the menticide on them was not as severe as what was visited on you, they'll have a house full of 15 and be proud as hell. You have one more than two and you start looking like something wrong with you. They keep theirs. You get rid of yours. Next slide. You say that I don't have the money to take care of this child. But last time I checked, babies have been raised in the black community without 2 pennies to rub together since the beginning of time. Can I get an amen? Black women over 50 years old are 4.7 times more likely to get breast cancer if they had a prior abortion compared to women who have never aborted. Did you know that? This has been a scientific secret for years, that there's a direct link between abortion and cancer and black women. It's something about those fluids, those aborted fluids staying up in the womb that somehow ends up going up to the breast and causing all types of cancer problems. Just like there's a direct relationship between what? Antidepressant medicine, black women, and brain cancer, which is why I tell my sisters to find a good therapist, but don't get hooked on them drugs because they're very addictive and they do cause cancer. In fact, most of the psychotropic drugs that we give black children are not allowed to be prescribed to white children in the United Kingdom, Great Britain. Did you know that? They do not allow their children to take the same drugs we get here because they're deadly potency. Something else you need to know. It wasn't until the turn of the century, the year 2000, that the Food and Drug Administration, for the first time in history, said what? That you could give a child adult psychotropic medicine. Nearly every drug that we give these babies was designed for adults. But in 2000, which was only 9 years ago, the FDA said, yes, you can give him and her drugs that were made for 30-year-old people. Does that make any sense to you? But this is what's going on, because we believe anything we see on TV. We believe anything the teacher tell us, the principal tell us, and they might be well-meaning individuals. But that's why you got to get a political consciousness, African people. You can no longer just swallow everything that's given, including what I'm saying. I want you to research me because I know it's 100% fact. But the reason why I need you to research me as well as everybody else, because if you just accept what I say and don't research it, you'll accept the next man. I'm telling you the truth, he might be lying. So you got to get in the habit of questioning everything, especially what you see on CNN. Next slide. Black rates versus white rates. Black women abort 472 babies per every 1,000 black babies born. White women abort only 161 per 1,000. In fact, they love recreating themselves so much that they'll take fertility drugs and everything else to have more. You'll take fertility.
One word or 2 words. Planned Parenthood.
Drugs so you can have none. Or you get the implants and then you take them out. You say you want to have children. They come out with 5 and 6 eyes and stuff like that. Because you're messing with Mother Nature and you're not supposed to be messing with that. Nearly half of all black pregnancies end in abortion. See that? We abort just under half of every baby conceived in our community. And it is a product, not that you ain't got enough money. It's self-hatred. Margaret Sanger created Planned Parenthood in the 1920s to rid America of unwanted black babies. Planned Parenthood, 1920s, the same time that the Garvey movement began to take off. She specifically said herself that Planned Parenthood was designed to eliminate black babies who were becoming a pesticide or appendage on the white economic order. Next slide. Planned Parenthood rarely recommends adoption over abortion to black mothers. The research is clear. When a black woman goes to Planned Parenthood, get rid of it. White woman goes to Planned Parenthood, why don't you think about abortion? Excuse me, why don't you think about adoption? Why is that? And we got to deal with the adoption issue in the black community too, because we are not adopting our children as much as we need to. In fact, you know what? Nobody wants black children. Okay? I work with DHS nationally. I know this. The hardest child to get adopted is the black teenager. If they more than 12 years old, you don't want them. The white folks don't want them. Nobody wants them. The easiest child to get adopted is an infant. But once a black child hits 14 years old, nobody wants to be bothered with them anymore. So our children are languishing in the system. So everybody in here need to think about adopting one. You ain't got to do it now, but you need to do it eventually. Even I feel like I'm going to need to adopt as well because nobody's taking our babies. In fact, people of other races who want to adopt, you know what they do? They travel halfway around the world to some remote island and they'll get a baby before they adopt one right here. And you know what? We do the same thing. We'll go to Pakistan and get one of their kids or something like that instead of adopting our own kids right here. And it's very, very sick.
Well, that was just a little snippet. I let it go on as long as that I possibly could because I wanted you to see what psychologist pretty much he has 6 degrees. Let's just put it that way. And you can look these degrees up. It's very, very simple. It's Googleable. So, in the case of Lennon Island, like I said, I could say to him in the face, is that he has no substance whatsoever. He wants to prove everybody wrong, and he wants to prove himself right, so he can have more and more followers. I mean, he's doing what content creators are supposed to do, but in the fashion that he's doing it in is just downright sick. And his followers are sick too. His followers are very, very sick. So, I mean, I hope this reaches, and of course, I'm gonna get it in the comment section. So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, if you ain't getting people in the comment section calling you all types of goofies and, you know, telling you how you should rebathe your hair and all this other stuff, it's like you doing something wrong. And you know what? I get it. I truly get it. I mean, if you want me to get my hair done, I mean, you can at least throw like some cash in or something. If you want me to get my hair done, but wait a minute, I can't beg for money. Then why'd you ask for me to get my hair done? What's my hair done got to do with anything that I say to debunk what Lennon had to say? Especially when it comes to the information of money. It's like, are you really that desperate? Are you really that desperate for a win? You already lost when the lady that I played earlier today, you already lost when you basically are the one thing that my sister T Pre had said is that they're similar to each other. They are similar. If one begs, the other one is going to beg, but he swears up and down that it's help. If you want help, get a job, nigga, so you can get your taxes by the beginning of the year. Get a job, a J-O-B job. Shit, I got 2. You can't get 1? Jesus. And I don't know, this DUI that Donald Trump got rid of. Oh, you got the least. That's the least of your problems. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it by any means of the stretch. Because what else is he going to get rid of? He's already got rid of Black history. Oh no, Black history. Oh, create your own history. It's about high time you do so. Create your own goddamn history. But niggas don't even want to do that because they're so separated. You're so separated from each other. This is the reason why I don't mind taking y'all women. YouTube wise, I'm listen to me when I say I don't mind taking y'all women's YouTube wise, because any woman that comes over here, we show them found respect. Ain't that right, Lisa? We show them found respect over here. Even the fellas that want to get on me because I'm not FBA or I'm a Umar apologist or whatever the case may be. I show them the same amount of respect. Have a good night. I show them the same amount of respect as I do everybody else. But you come in here clowning, I have no problems clowning you. But this is a sure way. I have no problem with talking with a Lennon Honor person. I'm going to start off respectfully. I'm going to start it off. But you come in here with that clown shit. I mean, I had no problem putting you on the Summer Jam screen. But we have to learn. But I wish we could learn from one another. Just like when the other brother came up here the first time around, we should be learning from one another and fighting together against these forces. But it's impossible to fight side by side with the person who is this stubborn and this obsessed. It's a good idea in paper and in theory, but if you can't get the physical man to shut his mouth for one damn second, forget about this other stuff, right? The money and the school and everything else. What did Umar say in substance that you disagree with? Go with that. And then I was like, so what is it that we can agree with? See what I mean? And if you can agree with something, put it on the table. But we don't want to do that because we got too many folks around here, and I'm gonna go back to the FBAs. We got too many people around here that truly believe that their heritage was first. How do we know this if we don't know how to read properly? You say you could trace your lineage all the way back to the 1800s, right? Can you guarantee that any and everything that your ancestors built is in your name? If you can prove it, you can prove it by what? A piece of paper or blood? Blood meaning your DNA. If you can prove it you can't prove it by paper. It's not just, you give you a piece of paper. What does that mean? I can write anything. I can shit on that piece of paper. But the blood is the source. Your blood is your DNA. All right? Well, let's just say hypothetically we got the evidence, we got the blood work done, we know who we were related to, what relatives were related to, and all this and all this. What's from stopping us from joining forces? We can figure out who we are later. What's this from stopping us from joining forces? I don't know. Our stubbornness, laziness, irresponsibility, in control, not even able to control. We can't even control what's between our legs because that's all we think about. This is all we think about. And this is the reason why I say this is the only reason why we want to get married is to have sex. Once those bodies change, ladies, they are changed forever. You can't get those same bodies back. And then you got niggas that say we don't want you. We want virgins. What the hell do you want a virgin for? Ain't no in this lifetime. Name one virgin. Name one. One. I'm talking about adults, not children. Name one. Name one. You can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it because there's no such thing as virgin. But then again, there are some people out there with, let's just say, one child, right? There are some people with one child. You would mentally ask so many horrific questions about the baby's father. I'm like, oh, I cringe. Like, would you please shut up with that shit? It's not for the fact that she's a single mother and for, she can't take care of her own, or she didn't have the vulnerability for him to say, will you marry me? And her to say yes. She had to look at his he had to look at his spirit first, which I don't mind that. For me to pick a woman and a woman to make her decision, she would merely have to look into my soul first. And depending on how we conduct ourselves as black people, as human beings, as man and woman, when the second date comes around, that's clear cut right there that she actually wants to take her chance with you. But you want to get married right away to a woman that doesn't want to marry you. Tell me if that makes sense or not. A man wants to marry a woman who does not have your best interest at heart. And I'll play the clip tomorrow. But all I'll say is this. Leonard's going to keep doing what he keep doing. Leonard's going to do it. It's going to do it over and over and over again. And people don't even see the constant, the same old stupid ass message. They don't even get the concept of he's not going to stop until he buries Umar Ifatunde. And how he's doing it is so reckless. It's so goddamn reckless, and I don't even know why people don't even see this. Can you prove without shadow of a doubt, and I'm not talking about these old ass little videos that everybody done watched. I mean, do you have solid evidence? Do you have solid evidence, sir, that he allegedly was looking at little girls' butts? And how old was she? We only seen a dark video, sir. Sir, we only seen a dark video. And I talked to so many people about this subject, and it's like, did the woman complain to him? Did the woman complain to the security guard or the police or whatever? And I said no. And I was like, well, then what's the problem? Did she find it inappropriate? I said no. Well, then what the problem is? I mean, you just making up shit just to go along. Sad. Being sad. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna split. Debate Umar. Anybody who's a Leonard Honor lover, go back and tell him from We-On-Loc Nation, debate Umar. Debate Umar. I'll even go on this camera right here. I put the camera right here. Okay. Leonard Honor. Either debate Umar or keep your mouth shut. Either debate Umar or keep your freaking mouth shut. Debate Umar or keep your mouth closed, boy. That's it. That's all. But anyway, Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. This is the We-On-Loc Nation channel. First and foremost, yeah, I do look tired. I'm about to get off in a little bit, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'll do this thing that I said I was going to do tomorrow. But I just wanted you to get a little snippet of Dr. Umar, how he was back then versus how he is right now. He is still the same old person that he was back then. Very, very passionate. He wasn't loud, he was passionate. Just like in the Lloyd Jamal show. Look how he did Lloyd Jamal. Oh. Give me a break. Look how he did the Lloyd Jamal show. He was passionate. We just seem to forget. We just seem to forget, but I'll come back with it. I'll come back with another banger. I'll come back with another banger real soon. All right.